Dakuma, Dansuma, Akuma, Akutema, Bebia. Super, Obudwate.
Yeah, Asempa, Madam Asempa. Hello, good morning.
Pepa.
I'm Gusa. We're not a Bankula, Emma Kumasi sensational confessor. Good morning. Hello, Alaji.
Hello, Monsieur.
Morning. Alaji, I don't know what to say.
Madam Yakubu.
Alaji, me buy the Bokaka.
Yeah.
Listen, me buy the Bokaka.
Oh, what's it?
See me back in face on the Bokaka.
Oh boy, we are there also.
Send me the
But what do you want about we are home for? I do Asempa.
Coach, I don't pay your bed as a minimum with me papa pay ball, the radio and TV, electronic games review, Kumasiana, Nemo Pharmacy, Dementia on Sama, Meba, Onasio, Kotoko Kakra, and yes, I could be or Kumasi sensational confess. And would you have why you my paper? Say, Drew Friday confess our Bobo selection now, Jina Po, Nechina, Alaji, Air Rosho, as Alaji, Ba, Hope, so be who's quad now, call or Banauko, ultimately in a co park and over Kunina near to near Renina.
And you won't tell you, I won't say that, Mumu met me up one Madonna football, you're developing as media people, and because you said what Bobia could do at a high level. And now, when you just said Ghana football, the development of the culture, this is uncle forward, different areas, especially media honor. Namusun, yes, you be on the open the DFP, on no crano or Krawonka, nobody know the end number, just because I was on to satisfy and penny for. And only at the bar, young friend, the game no. And you know, you not hearing another boy homework in the area from the end. I didn't know correct. I hear Juma. Once I done football, that's happened to my favorite.
Very well. Ghana Funina say, Mema, congratulations, Pa, for being appointed as the Minister of Sports and Recreation. Almost say a novelty, a ministry, and this the ultimate sports show as the first person to be appointed. Almost say a more abaso. Na yan wish you well.
Medasi, meda omunyina so ase. And meda platform we so as of course Moamoka and I believe say Ubia so agiatum there is the headquarters of what sports.
Yeah.
And for all other stations,
the ultimate sports show.
About 6 omoye normal news. And sana omoaba later no moaba sports so. But mumu die Mama bien who say a boss 6 I hope I say uti sports news papa bia from across the world any Ghana so I hear no say what they would dial no edit to madam was
yeah sure so what to say high in the headquarters of Ghana Sports
no there no correct.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Papa Maestro, award winner.
Kweku Willison, emotional intelligence.
I wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate you since Monday, but I've not been able to come through.
Kafra.
So you were nominated and you never advertised it for a single second.
Debbie Mama Sukra. Debbie Mama Sukra. No.
And yet, the
ultimate sports show.
The next one you mentioned. Also, oh yeah, Papa, wanna be out there you win. I know what.
No crap, Avenue.
You have polished this friend saying sports sector now one what polish and also who did some kind of finesse be above no. Unya unyamane keke. Interviews kwa uya unyane keke. Also pungent questions. Now bisa. Why are they Yamisha only award number the
ultimate sports show.
The Tony de Unya uncle you.
Say Tony
find the other copper.
Sarakatema mamami eka marieke poso tayana.
Elizato.
Whosoever beats the drums of war must prepare to dance for the warrior. When the rhythm of any music changes, the dancers must change their dance steps. Champion Maestro and Penny Forcing and what don't send a Ope, one of the greatest sports presenters.
Ultimate sports show.
Maestro Dianka one. They said one Pentecost or Madas D. Sports news I want take that. If you have what tense when you without fear or favor, comprehensive analysis. I tell what you say, cross for money taxi drivers. That's what is a house of phone street dress. Champion Maestro.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Tinasi live here. Asempa 94.7 Sinkonya no Samsung live. Wasida 105.9 over the western part of Ghana. Yatinasi no. A very good morning to you. Baby, I will be what Tim no. Yada Asempa say anope so Chediam po basaya the one man is also now what kind of joining in Tuesday's edition of the Ultimate Sportsman Anope. Today Tuesday the 8th day of April the year 2025, the year of our Lord. Yaba kosa non kunu nifa ni yadi nyina edi esi eba agudie mu nsema. We are of course number one, the headquarters of Ghana Sports. And Ghana kasa Ahana Ghana tie, no doubt about it. Intano pay ya boat na se every summary akopim say non kunu beba pemwa ya be mi emuso no the Tuesday's edition of your Ultimate Sports Morning Show and ye di show we ndwumadi so team ni nyina aye krado obia atena se na fam de de aboa na still Mrs. Avonyo and the lady production team no den Eric Siedu Buadi ewa ha Bernard Padibotwe Dennis Asamoah Joel Mosquito Kwapia and Alfie I'm the original so atena say Arope and Tempa Obia can be other wonderful members of our team and so Ekramubina production so I set and solid up Arope Sinkunya Yedi Asia say in Tuesday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show and Tibabia Wobia Wotimenka Wotimene in the diaspora Titripa Wudim Sebedu baby na anadu the sum na emu sorietie ebi nso horoma ahomachi se ko na watire ni tentempa na wo monitor show no contribute na bibia eko yentimisa no pay what the diaspora dey hello kurumina obia ate asudi etie de nenso yedi Asia wo ese Tuesday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show enya asem kuma kra midin Eddie Oben Kweku Andy Ghana's maestro and no pay sumatra se lajo in charge yedi enenso de no Eddie Shiao ewe ndwumedi ni so enti aya na wakai na wahye no so make sure say share me live on Facebook Asempa 94.7 say ehon na nkomo na hodo bebre na aya na yebobo ho na yedi ewo horo messages no bebre na so ebe kire kra ye besre issues nya ba na wo bi kan na ntentem odi aba na fe aya na yedi ho ya pa say o message no bekam na yantumi ankenka aya na ha dwene pa encha no pa mesre mebo me ho modern say messages nyina banko ade ya beka nti aya ma odi no emrantem na bibia so enye kama pa na part and parcel of this great momentum and pay share our radio so na bibia so etimi akoi but unim say ene the Champions League night no dia boboba papa enya asem kuma 7:30 na bibia koso kama pa Barcelona ene Borussia Dortmund dia Barcelona fe PSG Aston Villa ene ye games ene nwumre baso she den ene ye beka Piemu ewo Bermuda na fe yede sa games no commentary no edi aba 7 o'clock pepepe na ni mienu nyina no 8 me out of form enti ayana wahye no so na fe bibia so ebetimi akoyi eho sanso na enye no ko Arsenal Madrid ene Bayern Inter eno so gamer ene ebetimi out of form ene Arsenal Madrid and afi Bayern any Inter eno any games yede be free Bermuda ede be bro na fe bibia so etimi akoyi na fe so yetimi edede ho no so atoa so na yede amao erinti ayana wahye so edi amame but here can Champions League in common asem no memma referee say enra in the Premiership no yade a game back etodwa Leicester ni Newcastle etodwa na game no ba na wie na Newcastle a chere bobria bo Leicester eka mako miensa wantumi ante na me no ka say Leicester about the first English side eba football league history walusu 8 times etwato so sa na enra wo hwe players ejirem Leicester no more ma enti ye bedin komo ho pa Samson Abrante ba ko 20 years and ne ho akodi adwam ede ne course so eno so latest ye ba ye bewura mu Real Madrid na ho nso nkoma ebe nyina no ya to ebo ase na ya bobo ni nyina ya bobo ni nyina ho anope enti untimi miss this show for any other reason and I'm seeing come on ya doso pa wouldn't say enche na the Ghana Olympic Committee election no na beto from 4 years no eso ye no enne ye to aba enne injunction da so enne we si say echina we si say apria ba enra o te se pani ba ko e we network yi so enra nwumre na oni mpanifo 18 komo sports night so chire ni se mu pa enne so ye besa ne ba ko edi komo ne ahwe ono so de ode ba on the table na wo mu constituency beto aba e wo GOC aba e beba so mu so o so etimi decide no sa discussion na anopai edaha ye betu ye boase na ye wuramu na yetumi edi nkomo bebrebe enti aya na wakan ho na yetumi edisa nkomo no enura ye hyase se ye di nkomo house of folk na house of folk nkomo no ede na e wo se ye dia ne sa enam se wo hwe the trend of event for house of folk na wo se ye bobo ho na ye ma supporters no nya wo ho entiase pa enti under a to leadership no ye hwe the last 5 years of na administration as the board chair enuma mako a waya eboa house ama house akonkan no ye be hwe na afi yetimi bobo so pa na ebisa so se edie na etochewa oba on the field of play enyoman sheda enkoyi ema supporters na ani entumi enyeye oti ase because hwe Pubiman project o hwe enyoma ekoso commercial value any partnerships ahodo eba na se kwa the players ba ku mienu bi so etumi ekọ a chese eboa nkasa but park no so na questions no na supporters ni bisa no edie na etochewo na edie na beboa ama nyoma sesam edie ama house folk enti no so yebewuo na free etumi ato ebo ase na yedi nkomo ho enra nations chi carrera ebon ekaba ko a ono so entumi ante eno so e game ba ko eno so etumi eto form any other interesting year fixtures eba so nyina no anope yatena se a yeto ebo ase na ewuamu na yedi ahia say in Tuesday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show. Enti yentina a free summary copy said non kono ebeba pemu na yemfa enedie no so emfenhia. Na mum hye no so star 281 hash. Star 281 hash. Star 281 hash. Na wafa option number 3. Option number 3. Eno Asempa FM. Na fi we a wa enter number of ticket. Yentewe. Oh yeah.
Me ho ye papa.
Okay.
Where you sudimu na so hot today.
Nyame adom. Enne yetine nra.
da yesu ase
na yesi nra
da yesu ase nti yefa de one krata no musem emra na nano pay the Daily Graphic okunini enam de shasi o see new rules set for Okada riders na kwaku yese sa motorcycles ni sa tricycle ya ebi aye nam na homachi wo mutete wo muni kanea wo mwachi ni ade ya de bi aye ka ho asemu dog of dogs
yeah
say ya de mra aba mra ya she mra kenten de ama wo
be mo ma fa baby
sa be ya mo
anya baby o mo be ne hia ho fire ade ne yesi kwan so kra tim so echi light nyina ba kokra ni ho yes any light
reflectors ebi no kwa ya no mo the reflectors at actually so that do be kakra ebi kwa enese be 5 anedi manim ni nyina ebi aniwa ebi wo ho
na Ghana ha kwan foforo be ne aye de ye ni na ndam ni fichire de ya ofa so ahomache na di na chi a light ni to enti we so mo ye de so mo ye omunam sa kobasa police hu omu kobasa una light ba ko dun sesi a ka just my friend Packwell o ja say
yes say the say omu join ebia wo recognized union mu and say na we say udi at least 25 years bu an crankitinkitu be no mu tete so ne ade
enya semketu
it should be above 25 and yet below 25 years and sana wetimi adom nti almost on behwe de ombe afam ti e bon pai se we ni nyina no kuo na won bedom no ebe make sure se o track no anase wo cycle no se eni nioma bi wo ho aye allow se wo de be ye adwuma ana wo de be nam roads ne so na ebe cause any accident bia nti e no so ho nsema now say government to stop issuing prospecting license to small scale miners nti e no so ho nsema na Raimano Kofibua Minister of Lands and Natural Resources and Wade SME Atujao say Ghana risk losing a European Union timber export license. Parliament yet to ratify protocols. Into one more training, no more ratify protocols than them. Na yen lusu export license no nti no so ho semaba na kwakuba the sports side of the Daily Graphic or say Black Queens play Senegal today the kind of work asemaba when you say WAFCON preparations no na ye mayo no eguswa ediswa na no ada woman Queens ebo ya woman Senegal for ya ne boy ya omo share womo ka baako ene womo sambo second game near the besint nyina no preparation ahead of the WAFCON baso wo Morocco na kwaku sports minister graces ITF international tennis body no womo your friend is saying any golf tournament be abaso enya Asempa 20 memenda no ewo boteman eguswa ekoso sports minister ekopie mu ho no modeden nti eno so ho ensemaba enra akra so ase okọ keposu say
so I started the Gatusa games
no
the polytechnic games no technical universities ni games
no
in terms of your kick off
the ma me just say ala today ne ho nsembeba the local news no eti GT gene eti say yaka say de bia minister bia ba say ne football nko no di echi ti we no ba bia o mba frɛ ne bia no ana competition bia no obomodin efa honom enti ye giri say support ne be kwama obia so asomadwo daybreak say on easy calm at GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority, na over NPP appointees at post, and one more at the Eba. Dr. Kasia to Forsen, Finance Minister, Funin Dai, GRA so Edan in chain. It's no so semaba. Security chief's confirmation should be tied to Galamsey fight. Nana Kene Diaba and the Huhia Papa. Why a top security couple in the NPP government was denied shares in Haptel. Coming up on social or Chronicle. Ediaba. Yoko chases corrupt elements at Ridge Hospital. See. Ansem awo I say Fenya Markins consoles great tampon and Omani champon. Okay. Okay. Aramponi Omani champon me nuana.
I don't say
To remain steadfast despite the
almost
parties. Okay. David. Now when she says console almost but there's only MPP for now. MPP
Omuna ako neho. Eno makobona mane say during the campaign omu yi omanim emobi ahusom ye MPP for. Abana nko yama MPP no aya na manfo send you messages ni ade threatening wo mu ni ade. Na afenyo e ka kire mu say sa na tie uyi wonim dia na wayi wanim. Enti omunya botre party no won hyehyɛ ni ade. Enti o ma na pe no mkoye. Eja bado mo ye anwuma mo yi manim na mo je kakra hye mo.
Ta eti we no omukoko say dey enti onye omude.
Anim ni bi ha no.
Onye omude.
O san ko omukope kakra ka ho na say bia.
Wa.
I say pani bia ye you know so me be chia wo. O makochia na bo o mama ni enti. Enti ye mom enti MPP for mom eyana omo I was say MPP recognize you mo anytime mo beba power bia so mo recognize you mo so mo ne konkon na kona nko yi oh na no me hwe interview no na yini na adam so well and yeah say movie mako na fire ko
I want some no mosquito the beer mosquito had dream birthday so happy birthday to Agnes Amousu Abuajwa of Vicenza in Italy. We your children says mommy stay blessed and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Nti mami Agnes Ama Owusu Abuajwa of Vicenza in Italy. Woman say Nyakopon koswa ento supengusu no man kwatenteni ahoden na ehwa odi ahwe omo no womo suntimi enhwe wo back na bibia enkon kanti a happy blessed birthday to you Agnes Ama Osu Abuajwa of Vicenza nyame won shall be brave inti ho ensem no chuku se men kan cho se o tie den wonna tabri as order wonna what the impumemu no wo tie the ultimate sports show inti Mr. Chuku GBC nchia se confirm wa Maryland ho na bibia nkon kan yechia abusuafo ni nyina tine no so ho ensem eno no na kwaku eno anu nti akosi anesa
okay okay and now nim yeah bedi the Ghana Olympic Committee Hong Kong onim say one of the committees edu ne elections ayana no shipa so bekai the almighty Benson Tongo Baba and that particular election ye tete papers money ade obekai ni nyina elections ye de bi kwhia na do the sum na chese national security eba in fact the GOC is a bigger body and to do an election na apre na do so pa na no their former president Ben Nunu Mensa abeka clearly say enya dia abatwe obekobim enti akonya na dampan I was say nkofo atwumuti na mpenfo bi de o medikan atwumuti emra monitor sports night out say
Richard
Akukavi eka ono no de why front runner because we about picture no more ache what you say but another candidate or no so in the circles of the Jews, why ye Juma pa bako, Ura Mike Agri. Ura Mike Agri.
And you know, 2020, no, I chef de mission, the ma Tokyo 2020. Okay. And so no, for president, everyone is saying Ghana golf for president.
Very well. Nti woman nyina ayenkofo a womo ye credible so go through nomination na bibia akoyia the bodies that matter also mo to aba no also mo hwede o ye credible no mo to aba no de ma no nti that election ne da
nti omo mienu pe na prayer na
well for now the
omo
mienu okay but say e kwan da ho e bia still a nomination wo honde e bia na obi from so akọ person be pick form
ana wo hwa Robin Mensa Sanadri. But
the interest is that so once Sanadri no crowd, obe pe obi de ne beba.
Oba ko te obi achi.
Obe pe obi ata na chi, e de ne blessing na man de aba.
So
because untimi nko just like that. Say una aye incumbent, who fra akonya no so na ko just like that. We need interest in who takes power over after you. That's how to beat me.
Oh, utubechi.
I'm saying that nipa na betra ho no onye fine issues in kitinkiti bi okra on consult o. Titembia na wachi dabontene. But who interested
in you be a free ho be cover.
Pano or cover one cover akra na obi awo. Chairman na no IBC wo document menti ase no ofro no din komo. Dan say nipa na your colleague and so friend a obehwe na so we da fokra or kono de nsaki kan we inkrata we sika we fifa na o ka wachira sembasa. Enti also unye interested party. I was so unya obi a oben pa na office nipa no betimi ahwe akire ye e dia mawa. Enti eno ne Asempa ko eda ho. And of course we are the last 5 years. House of Folk under His Royal Majesty as a infrastructure, as a commercial and nyoma nyina ay attractive ayefe. Na no kra ne a ton player ne ade. But the supporters still are omobonyo so. Omu che say e wo say a translatable park ne so. A year resource and net trophy, a trophy, any ade. Into the last 5 years, you be just posting your ma penny on any board, any management aye against league in our wintime any year. Apart from the one omuji in the 2020-2021 season, no. Na ya how I knew my bit me assistant at the mom na fiat me aquinum. And if I'm mommy and shasi or the Josin Commonica Crana for your said this yako.
Sir Nyame Adoba, I think 16th of this month, it's now a Tuesday.
And 8, yeah.
Until week. I think so. And now, baby nomination. No, I'm out for the quack. And elections next side 26th. So this month, yeah. This month, yeah. Enye asem ketwa nti I think say enipa mienu ya wonmo yi womuti obi beka say are they known in the terrain like or woma ye adwuma womu nyuma ye de ma womu no womutimi ehwe so ye ni ye obi ti say Ora Richard Akpokavi enye the first time or contesting when I was talking to minamene Ora Ben Nunu Mensa ekasa the other time na me yes oh aden Ora Akpokavi ase me say powers need supporting no emu odru na eno na ama wo suro nti a wo san na eno su de bi na say na obi a me my twi na di like you know me na akwa ma me wini no etidi biem na me sure won ho na mo personal reasons I hope say encheno or the nsem ebeba abonti no aba beka and Mr. Mike Agri o hwe say yes ye hwe o steady no wa hwe ni ono so ni nyuma wa ba be ya
yeah
o be coin to the golf association no
okay
na wa kwa hwe say abra ono be di so say president of golf association DN NYE.
Okay.
What I say, a DN NYE, golf no IFA, Ghana like or the edu baby again why you found I think say when edu elections say the reason why ya na ye can be new year because ye into abani but ye be can be because ye media no ye be sell you ye be kan ho asem na ye adwuma nti ne ye be can be ba wo kan ya na man for na wo into abani bi o de wo ye den nti delegates no na womo ehu hia se also womo de womo enioma kom ho waku oni na otitete chire na wo bisa yese powers a edi oru apoka viechi no kwaku
power be power dey jade o just say
power dey jade oh yeah I know the no cre but unim say ekrom ha say we ntete say why unim say we government in power any we na de na bo I mean I say
political interest
enye easy sir eti na mi bisa say ora ben me so we fi NDC mu we fi mu
so we be no fi mu
ba say me nyoma me hu ne senia because there's no way ora ben mensa edin ebetro ne support the ama ora pokaview ana hu ne sen
well I don't know until make say there was a
secretary general secretary
yeah
well I don't know I just don't know about
yeah I just don't know I mention it but the support the bedding maybe another person ho
nti am bisa sa
wetima kwa another person ho
nti am bisa sa no say the metiti we chire no
okay
utimo say Charlie enye bete but ba kone so say we enye o si we crowd say enye competition eti unu baby
Michael agree no
say enye competition
we akono na wo ko e dey
be ka to say fear delegate you
fear delegate no omo de omo onu de ohun na sai
ma me mo kakra na ye hunu Mr. Michael agree ni de kakra we business development executive a second business leader with over 3 decades of expertise in business development, consulting and executive management, known for crafting innovative strategies to drive organizational growth and stakeholder value. A globally recognized thought leader and a keynote speaker. Okay, my member had enough here and the work experience and kasa. Now, a chief executive officer Emma Tricon Auto Trading Company Limited. What you say? No be 1997 till now. Why you doing pa? So develop and implement the company's vision, mission, and overall direction. Establish short-term and long-term strategies to drive business growth and profitability, and also and oversee the day-to-day operation of the company, ensuring efficiency and alignment with strategic goals. And also, and I was saying every year, in fact, was saying yet executive director Emma Interhealth Consultancy Limited. Charlie, any positions get wow, and was saying a chief finance officer Emma Anilang Ghana Limited. Boy, from 2021 till now, or boy, and now a general manager ma Gold Coast Motors Limited. Hey, Charlie, and now say a commercial manager ma Gold Coast Motors Limited. Hey, and now a financial executive. Say where is me momentary fire number, and that maybe a may kicking. What I say. Answered financial and was saying a economic development manager, Standard Chartered Bank. I know this is a position in Kutanibium or his schools are Master of Social Sciences, Development Finance, University of Birmingham, Diploma in Development Finance, University of Birmingham, Economics and Sociology, University of Ghana, and Fantipim School. and so many now clubs are why members on clubs and board members, African Golf Confederation 2021 till now, and a lot at least you who will move you free banso a be inform the delegates to know who actually saw microphone and also but meeting fam the time ni na entina me why any mukakra and but I've shared with you my send be amount also when you copy so that you can also go through now city into or a big man
if you no anenum the other bound board or be me I hold a lot of positions they hold a lot of certificates in D&D na but to manage no na akoye bibia wo ho what I say eti I see a TF no anano sani awra akpokavi wono wa kasa enra so kasa akra wo sports night and we didn't come my atene sema ono chema person be establish a functional subcommittees be bring it together all the sporting disciplines na any federations any association heads into one body just say Ebema utilizes sports now as a tool for creating jobs and generating revenues for Nkrofo. And say where message I would in the coming days no Enchebiano or be launching ne campaign and ne manifesto. But in summer wakeka any de all say a beto delegates no assume enu na enye say no yeti Mr. Mike Agri ne so ono so ne side deal or they back on board what I say and no na be inform say decision na Nkrofo be take and I say delegates ni be take ma wo mo mfa wo mo personal interest say e bia we dey me ben no and I say ni say but the messenger or the eba messenger or they selling ne ho de o so wo ba be ye no eno and I was wutie na hu say ade be boa the federations no and I say Ghana sports ye woman and nebe buana na nye se bia nipa no obemi ana mempe we asem ene ofi we camp na ebenti ene sa political ye de fifa ho ne ade no until let's listen to them omo mienu no ne se omo no ma ye krado so omo kwa ye omo no ma yi omo animu ye ntie omo nipa mpese metie ne mo because ono men shedanti say or kasa bebre no the second person Mr. Mike Agri no because with Richard Akpokavi ye anya no unse ono no ni din no wa che wo system no and wa ye neoma ya tene nka wa kasa me ya tene nka ye hu neoma wa ye kakra akranti no ye ntie the other side ne so na ye find enye ye analysis ni hu say we and ye feel say the way they ban ne vision ni eno na beboa anase we die no supersede we ya and from there but ni nyina so are in the hands of the delegates one na beto aba no
very well we could the message be by or say seriously GOC needs a new face and I'm sure Mark Agri deserves it. You have to introduce debate for them.
Hey, Cecilia, na oreku. Hey, Cecilia, no de ne dia bad the interest. Amaphobia.
Ye debate for a year Mark Agri and Apokabi. I was the ultimate sports show, so no be a mechanic no masem. But we'll get there. I like Prem Kakra now.
I don't know that say me encha ahwefo ne atie Papa on the part of GOC no politics wumpa. Bibia ni ho a this time around Okromwa politics enim on the minister kasa no say benunu say a personal reason because no one nim from a ebo no nim the ekoso ntia o say obesi from ama obi a office say from a ebo no bofa no ho no aye ne time am from a ebo no ye ne de ya no ebetimi a contest and papa say ohwe okọ amasamaya stadium here da hoyi say Olympic Africa project I think it was about 2013 na mpanyfo ekoye ho asem se be sa ajapade ne de asiwo amana boa for Olympics and papa na de na amana ka ho besin ne enti se ye beto aba foforo GOC president na papa unyo obi a utie apukabia papa na asema waka ne se oba ho nyina no be obama ya start adwuma wo ho
send the campaign promise
yes a campaign promise
me sure say makage so be ka the same thing
yeah sure
so no so be ba wodim say sa facility no on ka bibia mfa ho
Media na utie adorable so me ntene nka
na no onye general secretary say no you part of the
administration
send the be am council on your president
nti ende ya odimi mfa ne tumi enkonkoye and papa we GOC wo so a ye ka ba bi ba ko unity ni kura ye ho a baby a unity ye ni ho ye tukuro ma ye timi frankofo bi so o me athlete no ye de o mo tukwa ba force no akoboga nso no anya obi a o take part in any competition enti award winner yen tena ha eme campaign mo obi se we na ye the right person minim so omo a omo to aba no omo ankasa nim nipa oba omo hawo omo wo o pinisi omo di no obetimi atu ase de ama omo enti se wo kwa akoto aba na wo hwe wo hawo na o tebi ya owum na wo tie obi anu asema na watie na wa hwe nipa no papa de oba obetimi aye de aboa wo because o fa ne say this day my sister enti o ni din apie mu ntimi kwa akoto ama no na wo hwe adwuma oba obetimi aye e de ama wo na fa friends and cronies same de koto aba ba gwa ku ye bewie ne ye da so te ba bia yete na
ma remfi say duru about si amanfo so de giska o
amanfo de giska amanfo
apart from political influence
papa na we ono baka cho se twam a wonte won kan bi mi nti amanfo so wa agenda wo ho a why na gben so ono de na tension ni na iska but enya man ne ho na okwa akodwen enti nipa bi ya ni din abetodwa papa odi ai mpanfo mi ni gu nsane so a ubetimi anya titles bebre ba papa obeti titles no odi adwuma no be man no obeba no ntimi nya adwuma no enti benunu aye na famu de this time around no all free so oso omma biem because ono an nim de enti oso omma biem enti se mpanfo mi ni we yayi omuti a so omo ba yentu aba ma omo a wona papa eto aba na yeyi no omo ankasa omo nko na omo nko to aba ebetimi ama de all ba bia ba be president no bra award we na ne omako yedi amaye yempa obi oba ye hawo na ye wom no ebesa ye mo se ye hawo na esa be mo de ana ne nipa na wo dada na ye ma no ono ankasa tena ho because already GOC wa papa nsem bebre wo ho and we hear omo committee ne kra de ye kan se si ya GOC board no ye ni athletics for ni rep wo so yes athletics for ni rep e wo GOC board no so na apukavi ase bo se oba
obeye
mo rep wo so
okay
okay Cobra name
mamenko na mene owura eye Mike Agri eni enkomo urum so pani medical akanechi asem kakra e de achiro aspire to become the president of the Ghana Olympic Committee na o share the work experience at dem animu hanma ehu pa mamenko na ni nkomo owura Mike Agri ultimate very good morning to you ho ye de
nyame adom ho ye na wo so ye
nyame adom ye ho ye pa anase anope ye da se ene wo time e wo the Tuesday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Morning Show so me hwe kata edamanim ha ene adwuma wankasa wabo a still ebigu so ehye won sa wo bo a me ho adwiri me pa metie for crowd the messages e ba wo so ho adwiri mo pa Chief Executive Officer Tricon Auto Trading Company Limited Interheld Consultancy Limited Executive Director Chief Finance Officer Alilang Ghana Limited General Manager Gold Coast Motors Limited Commercial Manager Gold Coast Motors Limited all these work experiences are equitable with the Airbus Samson na bus sports ma the Ghana Golf Association so ona wo da no no cresa who aspire to become the president of the GOC na positions bebrebe nyina GOC de na wo ho a wo de ba
GOC no I think that what I've stated earlier in the set may per se the unification about sports leadership in Ghana say for too long we've worked on the fragmented front sports never any na any politics aside and everything else and of course never any na sports never any no attitude and temwa na just say she can't blame the person may any say
Ima sports in the Asempa Ghana in the sense that Pia or sports may be any budget. Whatever capacity they are dealing with, whether it is football, whether it is boxing, athletics, or whatever. I'll say I'll go back to the times I didn't kunimwa elige baba kroma. Krom house elige ba na Emma a tintu suba. No esimenimwa epesemediba.
Very well, very well. But Mami Misa said, how long now what into sports? It didn't sound very new. I did cheaper. Now, how long na him fan kasa now start here being a part of the sports we're gonna have?
Okay, let me just start from the beginning. I've been a sports person all of my life, from secondary school right to university to my external studies and so on. To sports, I played basketball, I did high jump for school, I ran for school and everything. But in terms of sports administration, I say, me ba into golf, in 1998, and I started me sports administration. In Achimota Golf, and I started my administrative life as competition secretary. And I became handicap member. Of course, some of the terms may not be familiar, but I was vice captain, and vice president of the Ghana Golf Association, and then the president of the Ghana Golf Association. And then currently, I'm the general secretary to the African Golf Confederation, the very first Ghanaian to do so. And of course, I've been a member of the board of the GOC also for the past 4 years.
Very well, very well. And then you wouldn't move, and you were the chef de mission for Tokyo 2020, right?
That is correct.
And no experience being now Gada, I was our trip now, no.
Oh, no experience. It was an absolutely brilliant experience. Even though you called during COVID, And my young one said, sports organization now, were this part of the world, I go to go for no anybody normally. I could do no more fun. The Obiani why you manage or you found sleeping on the job. You get to work and everything works seamlessly. And this is the kind of thing that we do. They employ technology. We speak about the digital age, and yet, we do everything manually. Memory. We will employ the use of technology to make sure that things work properly. But to cut it short, the mission of any efficiency, and that is what is lacking in our country. We are simply not efficient.
Very well.
We should, yeah.
Very well, very well. But Mr. Mike Agri, you be such a vision for GOC pa dear. Bobe Minumi and Santi officer say delegated to about a demand overwhelmingly. Dear officer is when it's our bar over Yabua the GOC.
Okay, my first vision is inclusivity. I think we should be all inclusive. So BI any part. Transparency is also very important to me. Gender equality is important, and youth development is also important. Infrastructure not the only government but to try and look for the right partnerships to develop facilities. The regional facilities are simply inadequate, and without the regional development, you will not get a national development. And maybe inclusiveness, transparency, accountability, and also youth development, and I'm very many.
But what go through nomination? No, what pick your form? What go through the whole process? What get it close to woman beto about no makasa? Federations no any their reps beto about in that day no.
No, I actually haven't completed the nomination, and now I'm going to announce my decision. Now, I intend to pick my nomination forms tomorrow because I think there were some issues relating to electoral conduct elections now, and so it's being resolved. But so I'm taking my time. Tomorrow I'll pick up the forms and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, okay. And the federations no omo repertoire ba no woni bia ni nkomo how well do they know you? Omo ni mo say you effective a obetimi a convince you ma ajiwatum.
Yeah, she phone and Asempa phone accounts as agroniform. I'm saying the DP in the actions na the beige man and you know and Venezuela.
I GOC election in Pembibre, Mikai Benson, Tungo Baba time. Now say mafia and Dawson, you better than numre, yet to take ballot. What's your experience now? Would it be called into the enemy?
You see, I mentioned unification of the leadership in sports. And no, that's exactly the kind of thing that we want to avoid. Sebi. Election, enyen tokwa. Election is not the end of the world. Okay, Obina Kana say it is not an event, it's a process. Yeah, election, yedi yankufa, any Asempa, any edeko. There's absolutely no need for any type of mafia or anything that will bring what to be elections in a very fair manner.
Mm-hmm. But Yansha, the outgoing president Benunu Mensa, Nana Jumedino at the same because so can say the transparency bar with the unity bar, not just at a point, not transparency or not unity, so Munya United, sir. The Jumedino, the service I want render for the GOC and the other federations. How would you describe him?
I would describe him as a very, very knowledgeable and intelligent leader. Being in sports more, I'll give it to Ben. And when I say transparency, it doesn't mean that there hasn't been transparency. And I think a lot of people have had a misconception about the way he conducted his leadership. You see, Ben is very passionate about the game of sports. And sometimes, perhaps some people simply feel to be or to say and what to say. But that's exactly the point I'm making. Unification of the leadership in sports. There's no reason why I will say any factions within the sporting fraternity. Yes, people are entitled to support protocol hard Olympics and so on. That's a different ballgame. But a banner say, you lead these sports, you call Commonwealth, you call Olympics, you are running GUC. There's absolutely no reason for fragmentation. Okay, I know one person meeting, one day they insisted that I'll straighten it up.
I am Pembibre Bene Kasa or secure land or start a project. Be sure say we are aware of that land and the project. I know my say. And so I didn't be now work for that land and the project. So.
Okay, when 16 years ago or so, I believe BT Baba and Co acquired the land and nothing happened. The new Mensa administration has managed to put some infrastructure there, and the ANOCA is willing to assist to develop it into a full-fledged sports complex center. I would want to continue that process to its final conclusion. Because earlier on Ubisam said, Japan. One of the things that I learned was that we call facility beer. The sports beer to me take place in a particular location. And to call a sports hall, normally to convert it into a squash court, basketball court, volleyball, everything. So, and this is the kind of complex that Amasaman has. And this is the kind of thing that we would like to extend on a regional basis so that the beer, when you say time beer, training. You should be able to train in your own regions, and when scouts go and discover talent, they'll be able to pick them up and bring them to the national level.
Asempa
FM. Okay, so about to announce political influence be free muna free and fair no be antime and tona banyesa.
Absolutely.
Now, Richard Akokabi, how well do you know him? What Pierre Bontene about? In fact, we are the front runner of this campaign because you attended several times on several platforms within the vision and mission for GOC air to ja. Wouldn't him the same if he say ubetime beating to 8 and I say we are stronger than you.
Oh, I know Richard. Richard, I worked with him. As I said, I've been with the GOC for 8 years, so I know him. He was Secretary General at the time. And I think he did a very good job. He was a very, very astute SC. I've got nothing against him. Like I said, it's a competition of ideas, it's a competition of stature, and it's a competition of vision. And as for the outcome, it's obvious what's going to happen.
So we back with more competition of financial muscle. I say si kan sukuta o show butum. Ana
the campaign no.
Of course, exactly.
Oh, na dia Nyankopon ma. If you want to provide it.
Okay. Mr. Mike Agri, I don't pay yam from here na yen no as on day. Ultimate Sports Morning Show akasa uran crime pe Sambra na enye part 2 of this interview na fe yen hwe how and you betimi akoy nyame kan opa that's pa enti owura Mike Agri for the first time I been a man for kra atenenka I was say ene chine na obepeke ni form kra enti afi kra na o kasa kra on the Ultimate Sports Show no akasa fire ala ne yes mumie interpret afi ho kakra
I would do that. My own in the Casa CA or Casa fine pa or Casa fine papa. I'm not carrying what say you, man, Casa fine pa. Now, Baroku election women cabby. Dear, what election women say? Oh, say you young Kofu be MPP time no more position. But NDC by Nipa be a sorry from position so into a politics woman. Nti wo a wo share NDC atade bia share wo be win this election way. Simple.
Oh yeah, sure.
Papa, I'm telling you,
politicians omun to be.
Omu support.
Eh sika o.
Papa sika no wan e de be ma wo. Sika no wan e de be ma wo.
Na so de ma no osu wa no wo bia.
Yeah, because one penny pa wo ben na wo be ma adwuma ne ya ye den ama no.
Okay.
Enti aban bia ba wo penny pa wo no so share na atade bi. To nyani pa wo share na atade a osoma ne ba bi obetimi akọ. Project bi obeka so onye bia no ni di nkomo a onsuro
na se benunu mensa no the other side na nkofo e wo power nso no net
na benunu mensa so ka de enti a so onko bie ma kire wa nka ho bedwiriu so ka de enti a so onko bie ma papa ka be shock o politics wo sa de we
sa me ka say wa
papa film e wo pa politics ye adwa wo sa election we mu no se omu bia ni so a kire wa e be shock o but se nka ye ma die adwuma no or sefata se braga ko betimi aye ne ye ma no kwan se ye nkoto aba ma na because nkofo akoto aba no imeka se uni gada ma se ho a awodo na obeka wonum nsem nyina na se election bi ko so wonkra ha election ne ko so no ho na amanfo ogege se omo ho wo uni kapere no he wo be ye de BS o ye wo
student by politics class
ye tua ska wo
student politics
na papa se wa nye obi obeso wasene wo ze obi sa na question bi se uniska ubetimi position ya wo pro benya o si nyame
na papa we na chira sem ni business why ye chief executive finance director na obeska pa
na da na onyi ni tia fedo onyi
na say decision making there say nyama
papa aba we yentunwie no na apoka bienya.
Okay, fire mami nchewe ono eyini die
say yentunwie no na apoka bienya
you die na set so nyini die
mo me ma yimi die say yentunwie no na man nenya.
There's no way me pick you obia ene ya meti hey and I will not campaign for anybody. The messages they are bringing out. What I say, one vision, our de eba, woman is what do hunu. Utie ora Mike Agri neya. Or say the whatever on board or person unification, all inclusivity, transparency, accountability, gender equality. gender equality, and then so all try say what the Ghana sports and I say Olympics no GOC no ebeba back to its glory days. Waka Asempa.
Yeah.
Na Asempa working any senior aladi kaka say wakasa fine pa immortal in immortal's voice no. Indeed wakasa to say penye inokre wonya dibra ne kasa mu no ya akono efe.
Vision no kra na ye kama. Experience unity
gender equality. I mean unification. I say
when we say we to me you. When we say no.
Hey, kwaku. When you.
From the face of the picture. Papa executive officer, now general manager, finance,
general secretary, Edema, the Africa Gulf, your friend is saying confederation now. Only packet and hearing from him, no, what yes, sports nifting and Qualabrimoa, and sports administration, so no, Wabemo watch being the leader of delegation, that's the mission for Tokyo 2020.
Yeah.
The experience okofa wo ho ni nyina wod ni nyina to dwa kire onioma wakofem na mostly no when a campaign koso say ya uti insema kese say ya na obo ato yim but when sometimes wodi omo be buy wie no na afi no de woka ye nyina no na te se na anu ade ba kwa ayeye da enije kakra ebe mu eba amanfo ani eyi kakra campaign promises are John Dramani Mahama de buy.
Yeah.
And washa see ye bi na no boys mu betting taxi na no eyi levy me wo wa mo send me eyi there be nya ikrom send me refund me refund be buy and na say promise no so wakoti na echiri ache enti watena se ehu niema Ghana for penny near se na yabubo mu egu ne so a na ese wo be ye de Ghana for akoma ebi na me de call into this election asema ye king say one more promises are omode eba campaign messages are ebeba ebi beba more ebi beba more afi na okop
afi na Matias say so na ye benunu mensa droba ono so neni.
Oh really? But you know what? The Emma many aka papa ne kakra ene anopi eye se ubisano se from asema walking se ubisano about ora akpo kavino. He said say only ni any problem be issue be elections na womo echo. The man has been good or say why adwuma. According to him no ora akpo kavi enim die a wo ene adwuma waye as a general secretary no of the GOC no and yes something to write home about.
Okay,
that's what the man said. Enti wa kan for ora akpo kavi owie ye no e no che wo say a competition of ideas. A competition of delivery, competition what like what treachery and it one can't say obi one only obi ko election na ka obi say about oh wait omo buy I feel no be punchy holes e be treachery nyoma anko ye wo ne opponent no afa but obaye no wanka bibi boni amfa ne ho wa treachery nyoma o se papa ne wa be ye ne de but ono so ba de wo pese wo be ye nie. What did they make an say? Or no ba what say or rapokavi why ayese mobona baso but on no so ba and niema or peso yeni. What I say it is up to the your friend is saying the delegates to decide sabri but say when the tie we chidi we ba abino netai where government etai we eta we chi and now rabenu no mensa tai we chia kwaku sa nyoma no
ultimi so downplay
aye juma pa ga ka election ye juma bibia ye juma wum obi apa ne ho nipa ne na ye juma
I was say o je chire ye what you say I want hard me know Message, was a Uncle Benunu's choice.
Yes.
And to only need to bow so any. And it be also ye be a boy money a baby. I also buy any
Uncle choice, I don't know. Yeah.
So. As the test and the buy.
Oh, there, early days yet. You train near ready, Bessie.
But me, a contest in Namipe. Mimpesa, ye bend it said, Yana, ye GF Bones in Nipa Company, ye big Jinamia Tuaba. A year contest.
No, beyond contest, no, I found a fire.
We know Yakotuaba. Now, dear, be within our fire. Set for me,
a bed the pa, na, wouldn't say. Ura apokabi unsa ne side no yewo mauko says bi Mohammed Sanu
na wo rise obo bi ankofo din kan sa
nan ten apokabi woni Mohammed Sanu nanam
no
on kai GOC election
aden na me
the barrister onim se nanka this time round kwa nanka se mauko
barrister no barrister you baby one Benunu mensa fall apart
and American tina
me issue me nimi me much but just that many to me talk about
anti group no onim say nanka mauko betimi akọ for the presidency obetimi challenge anase obetimi ni we are contest apoka bia contest but then no mauko kwa contest no mu be sipa nti say mauko we don drop so no na vice as at na first vice into on drop now the maintain the first vice na apokabi enwam but un say ora Michael so a wa ba be wuram no ono so backing ewo Benunu mensa side because so ono ama and so odi obi ba obetimi ato na adwuma ne so what you say enti ono so he ba bi o free ba but un say we din nyina be gina about the federations ahodo a eye under GOC those federations na eye under GOC no so mutimi vote at the mouth there then you get that opportunity until be a few people on side no ebia ma rated apokabi nyana nyin so on say din aye board be do bia nim so say din we dey omo touch dey but they doing the DD nankasa federations ahodo na e ho no ebe hu so when you say and nyina nso nim say say Banasana, the president no wasn't or more influence
of course
on the other federations more than Obi Awonya president
because who they can yanko for support no akotena kunya
yes
what you say and your federation members in na mo refs treasurer
we secretary nyade
and eto enti edu ba bia
enti mo bia mfa so we easy for a squad Richard Apokabi enye easy sao so you are so easy that be on preparing the credentials now bobo and from the background no so april no meaning other federations now mo kan nyina no enso enim no yen say GOC elections there anytime bia no ana ba no interest wom
na we kura senke eto ya injunction and
BT Baba time ura pankapia mo time BBC Professor Francis Dodu mo time ni anya no influence no eho enti maestro media me nkwachi de bibiri but obi a wo a wogina ho no emfa ne se easy sa so rated apokabi eno a menya opportunity share no bisa na a lot of questions also about omo GOC stadium ya ubisa ho ase na Asempa no omo complex ya ubisa ho ase amasama de mbisa also oba no ne ade obeye ne simple but then the whole close obeye ne simple ba oba obedu a
entina na we say kwan we ni fa so yi ade na no infrastructure de aya ban na se de enti aje se woni aban no kope partnership ngakaka na wo watimi akoye wo ya se obeye pa chairman he was kind of one say aje se Olympic year ye ko Olympic games no and be international body
no we be na cry anoka that is Africa Africa Olympics Committee unso mo na ebu ammo si that community edifice and Asempa no community complex no ewo amasaman asat now from BT Baba time yentimi enye so I think say obi ogina ho no na especially Richard Apokabi a lot of backings no ewo ho there but manenya na adwen so everything is easy until you see obi a trinity and nipa na wa trinity from the backing of the president now otisino nti election ne de maestro ebe de pa na I'm very sure say obema rated apoka be tough time. Okay. Men yes so rated apoka be backing from the gap no. Say federations need this idea maestro. Say na man boni hatu upon the abeto ogum nyina. Upon the abeto ogum nyina.
Nyese
obi so tugu mo bi so beto agum. So on the rest so bi so tugu na obi so tugu ma ene ye hwe bi a nipa obo beboy e say de ba kon so e wo ho no not only in football say federations no omu ani time bi so say we ba opportunities na minya no say be ko so anya de a ene ye ho na me de befa but e bi so obi ba na minya that opportunity na master he obetu sika nyina de agum onto ma obetu ni nyina de agum on to mount. So media sees as a contest nipana Ra Michael agree. What Trinity na wabano. And from the backing up a year GOC president CC Otiso Sembono and say Obi Prisono me say contest no matter I tell you emu ebedi enye easy. And from my Richard Apukabisa.
My main kind messages in a kakra na fi Emrani and Rapi Apoho. Starboy say watching the show live and clear at Hafubim Airport. Champion my show, more fire. Real Madrid is winning tonight against Arsenal. Greetings to Mrs. Jina Pio Kubi, CEO of Jurandi Furniture, Mr. Safu Edu, and all workers of Marcus Decoration Medina. And Ode by ML Smith say Asempa Sports. And Ode Abanafe Prince Ahoto. Say good morning, my show. I'm on my way to Bediakon. I don't want to miss your program this morning. And now the way Daniel Saki say good morning, guys. Listening to you live from East Legon. Good job. And now the Akaho Ediaba Bamfu Ebenezer say good morning, Asempa FM. I'm listening to you live at Kaswa or Tamenz. And I will know anyway. Edi eba Samuel PSC Asari. Yes, so message you know Abba Ewa Hanama. Derek Aite say I'm watching you live from Nkrankain. Good morning. And Odiaba Osan Shino say good morning, Papa my show. Watching you live and clear inside Accra. And also Abekayan say Michael Ajano say good morning. Watching you live from Kwabenya. In fact, gradually Kotoko is heading towards the league title. It is possible. Greetings to Kedo Kreku, blah, blah, blah. And Odia Kaho, Edi Aba Aprugu Chakapama say good morning, my show. And the file lady watching you live at Zabu Zongo. Give us more sports update. Na Chakapama, the message you said that phone to Debia and one what to Abasa. And no, yet what type of Chaka Nania, Sisa, a Yidum Kakai. Okay, Yakin Kandi Ama, Kwame and Ponce do a JC. Good morning, Mrs. Avignon. And no anyway, Ebae, Abena Speed say, I think Richard Akpokabi can win. I just hope he does the right things when voted into power. Lydia no Piaga say good morning, lovely guys. Abba and Paul so say good morning. Aiko Ken Alasan watching you live from Rock Sound, Zongo Lane. We lost a brother yesterday morning, Mr. Henry, Mr. Nick. Menko. Any confirmation was answer me. Chakapama say maestro, the race between Mr. Mike Agri and Mr. Richard Akukavi will not be easy. Where they was the same kakra. Oh, you say, Opama Wimrasa, Debia Kakrampo and Kebe. What you say? And then what Melissa and Lampa say good morning, maestro. And Wabekans are watching you live. And also about lucrative noon and said more fire. Shelter Senor Dovi, good morning, listening to you live, more fire. And also Abana. Michael Ajano Bim said good morning, Papa my show. Delegate should go for Akpokavi because he is experienced. We need not experiment. Nidia on also by Dr. Okobano said good morning, my show, more fire. And also Abekayansa and pay. Indeed, Mausu messages no Emra na Yanyibre. Into me and Kinkai and Famao na Jones Orukwa Brokwamante say Mr. Agri is the best candidate, whether you like it or not. He is going to win hands down. And Jones Adebayo was say okay. Jones there. Where's the Hagin Krum how? And Inko Joseph said, I suggest Asempa Sports organize a debate for the two of them. Yate. Yebeye. And Chuku GBC said my show. After listening to Mr. Agri, I think Ghanaians should vote for him. he will be the right candidate. And also anyway, the ebaye anope haramo watch wa and yena yanko na fe yintimi emfa dia kan nyina ento aso emfa mami ni jacket to e bi mra na fe wi a yetimi ayi dia kan so e de free ho na betway anope omde the mega money wheel no and the abanti why you ready to get more chances to win a betway dia no and I come for e dia my 1 million Ghana cedis 1 million Ghana cedis any sika botene a edemu what you say ti bright platform no so se si a me no ka say na ubedi sika pa betway.com.gh eno ano no shake to e bi ena wo echi eniti aya na wakai na washaring so na ode amame okay ala dey na so ko
awodo na mpacho ma menye adwuma bi wa because say na kra wo ba house so wo kan house for nso so asem but yeah minim so wo ba house so ba dey ba ko no say papa na oni obi wo fie na da bia o ya ade na wo ka nipa no so a wo ka no so nti die na be no say obeja aka
so ja
na papa nti wo ye sure say nsema ye kafa alaji akambi wo nyina no togi ontida
say his royal majesty abba chire mi say adwuma alaji akambi yema no obi antwe nya
papa nien ka anopa mesere say yenja akambi no onye na adwuma
na me kan
because na no park yi mfonyine e ba ye say omone NSF wo ka say na nya akambi na team
na no general secretary so kan in fact his royal majesty emphatically I say papa na dwuma. And of course, we know be here, Juma. Now, unya time unye errands and nantie bebre no. Now we'll be out trusting no. We lawyer or cordon saba or betu and no sima kwaba any other.
It's papa young fan is me de make a young fan is a sebi. I can be or a cron for sebi. I can be sebi. Nim the our form our ballroom. The papa no beka so onye bi ya ontimi nye ni nti nko obesa ma na ban ni bi
there be papa ndie wasn't done
we go to
Bobby Man project ye kan adwuma alaja kan be aye wo ho no ma ye so be ko fa contractor na ba obe make sure say the right thing so I say value for money
but supporters no so nti akambi ase
yeah no problem
enti papa ada na nko himpo any supporters no ntena se on akambi na say issue we yen solve money mfiri wo
say na no say be born voice wa be church ni di pa akambi ye any di enti opese one na eye adwuma mo se mo mpelo
the club no so award na ye supporters so dia supporters no so nye me sure say until say dia to we be free house of folk no akambi ni ba bia ko
say the team ni ye to go afede dia o on the majority shareholder what you say supporters no are part of the team e bi ma to shares ne ade but o ka say pa house of folk team ni ye hwan dia do na be ka say the majority shareholder because on
so ne do ba ne akambi supporters you see empesa any pa no asam na di o
kese pa
my last one na me dey ba no pa you know award winner sports minister honorable Kofi Idi Adams one say honorable ba yi onyantwa 5 months ko onyantwa but ohwe de ebeto fom bia no or try so obetu ho anamo and NDC amanyoku yi ebepe akondwa yi no amode promises bibiri bae ye kansem bibiri kire timamufuo and on the part of your premiership clubs na kra no omede tu dwa se ombe so masena mo ho ahenha omo ama players na ye den atimi adidi good tibibia omo ye biaro mugu so ye and papa president first so now ye ukurum ha no nsem bebiri no de tu dwa and before say NDC for ne ba papa on betting omo kan ho asem nei papa ye afiri ho but president ka asem bi say on the part of Black Stars no mpacho de papa nka abebo we ama me matiefo atia na nka mawie masem no ho ma president voice na dem no on so na no obebo ama me ne matiefo atia na nka matoa masem no so.
Mr. Speaker, Ghana's sports sector once again, which was a shining example of excellence within Africa, now finds itself at a very critical juncture. Historically, our nation has been celebrated and has had remarkable achievements in boxing, football, and athletics. Unfortunately, this is no longer the case. However, recent years have unveiled depressing structural deficiencies in administration, funding, infrastructure, and talent development. Immediate and comprehensive reforms are imperative to reclaim our rightful place on the global sports stage. Mr. Speaker, we will develop a comprehensive national sports policy to align with international norms. This policy will be accompanied by an exhaustive review of the Sports Act of 2016, that is Act 934, and the rigorous enforcement of the Sports Regulations 2023 LI 2477. Infrastructure development remains paramount in our strategy. The government is committed to refurbishing existing national stadia, completing youth resource centers, and constructing new sports facilities in the new regions. We'll also prioritize community recreational facilities to foster greater participation in sports at the grassroots level. Recognizing the critical role of youth development, we're implementing a significant overhaul of grassroots sports with the establishment of the School Sports Authority. This body will oversee structured inter-school competitions and talent identification initiatives essential for nurturing future sporting champions. Over 60% of Ghana's elite athletes have emerged from these school sport programs. The ministry has now been renamed the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. To acknowledge the significance of recreation, we will launch a National Recreation Day. This will be a monthly initiative centered on community engagement alongside an annual National Recreation Festival. These initiatives will encourage keep fit activities and promote active lifestyles. It will promote traditional games and strengthen community bonds. Next month, the senior national team, the Black Stars, which is now a pale shadow of its former glory, will play 2 World Cup qualifying matches. I've instructed my office and the Minister for Sports and Recreation to hold the Ghana Football Association accountable to the people of Ghana as we prepare for these games, especially regarding the budget of the FA. There will be no secrecy in how much the government spends on the national teams. The budgets presented by the FA and other sports associations must be known by the public. After all, it is the taxpayers' funds that are used to fund these activities. The reduction in government expenditure and waste reduction applies to all sectors of the economy, including the Ministry of Sports and Recreation.
Okay. Also, on the part of Black Stars budget, you know, taxpayers' money. And so-called parliament committee on sports now. On Otafo MP, Eddie Atuja say, as at now, so committee no the omunim Black Stars coaches, you know, coaching staff, and management members ne ka ho no. Yeah. No munim musika, but budget pay the board charge no Madagascar as at now omunim.
Say now no minister ene kasa kan say.
Na papa how many months in it? How many days in it? Papa. Because man pays duty in the voice you're the two there. There will be no secrecy on Black Stars budget. You're born on 21st Elfie. Near 24th Huawei. And now is 6th or 7th of April. Papa still our budget in Yanti wants him.
Me assure say minister time no so.
Minister Papa oye Juma. But the one say we shall be na se bono yen hu baby aboshe ne kwa ana be den budget no e babo e den wo ho se be babo ntin because still I mementiase asat now because the minister baby ya okọ baby ya minister nam mampayinsi e be ne clear mo bi ahu na se committee for na omo parliament no say the omo hu no enye Black Star charge ne Madagascar there e che. Okay. I say it once them. Mampayinsi say taxpayers money. Mami akoso tontos. Awo nchenchema ye ten tax. Inti say ya yesika na still ayatete dia. Mampanyin ne kan nyame alatula. Na me kan ye. Inti say mampanyin aka say transparency be ye on budget dia. Bra kwaku enya adwuma ne enko ani.
Mate ye da say Alan so die kakra no say minister so be me yatenti entwe ne kakra na fe hwe. Dr. Kwaku Boateng, if we fade homeopathic clinic, dog at Tenase and Openi say Drew Branda. Na dog Tenase say, no by Anna Mekam Yari channel. Mamma Yari, and say a comedy answer medidi in whom problem no so me drew a second one so na makacho no. And you know, good morning.
Good morning. Namiado Maestro.
Yes, so Boamepa. A comedy me penami could be mintia say me arena.
Maestro, I said come do also did.
And
Maestro, come do also did.
Oh, David,
I know dear. Nipabia. Now come one when you dear.
Dog, my Juno sa
oh there
come de me answer me
eno de
ti uba maybe say na
come do there o so didi master ni pe bebre ti dem anope kra onu kra come no kra ne no kra no atimi enya aduane adi and wo de come do na say
odidi second one dey o sorry ana
no de mash Matias here I was say me stre kwan ma na me do di machi ne yeko master my head now was anope so e wa kwanya wo de ama ye fit homeopathic clinic anope say ye ni wati for entry komo emfa ya pomude o master ye da Ghana fo nyina ase e wo gia o ma gi fit homeopathic clinic atum enam ye nwuma pa ene ayarehwe pa ekoso e wo yaso ye honomo ye si ye afi 2025 mo ye nheda encheyi but ye hwe adanse ene yaso ye ni nyina na day in day out obia sebe yenkase obi nyare yenkase obi nyare but ye nipa ne de dia yare de beba nipadua anim na oba yaso ye ni nyina no obekọ na ohwe babia no nipa wo ho no ma egia yahwe a na echese Ghana for age faith homeopathic clinic atum na eno na ya na eye ni so eye de because clinic bebre na maestro ewo omamu hanomo na se wo de wo clinic de bia obi yare na se wo ho na obadia na chese nyame wo di dwumaso ewo ho ana se bi nye se nipa no o yare akwa aba ono ko ya na ne ho ato no de foforo nso eba eno ne ade a ehia nse last time na make bibi wa se yesi afimu yenya awards be for just 2025 year but me ade ba ko ma mani jipa yese mahwe obi awie na be a week or two na waba me office na odi anije ba no o da wasese doctor me ba me yare am de ba no waboa me amani nyina no eko eno ne ade ya na meti a in fact eye manije ye na eno nso ne asem adema ekoso ya so yo master just last week ye ba hanu mo ye ko ye no na Dr. Abigail friend me say ye be kasa ye no obi friend no na nipa no the condition na so complicated nti ofre mi na no ni mi di ho komo se nipa no so ti yenka wo your friend is Asempa na ope doctor na o kasa no na wahwe no num se bia me na me wo Accra branch o na nti woni mi di komo na ye ne patients ni di komo na maestro no ya me ba no se doc patient na me no di ho komo se last week o ba no ma me no afre me na said the mami no AC jamase wo phone so ne wow chese just a week ya no was it mami ne say watie otaitie radio ne TV adverts efa doctors ne but otie enka na kuma say edin faith ni ti no ontu ana mo na ombayo onjagidi no ontu ana mo ombayo na obaye na we did was say for so many years ni say maame ne say ono ankasa atumi akọ dware ne ade no eye ne den because was severe arthritis ya ne joint ni say no ana sabi ono nso no o weight kakra enti no oba nyina no omode ne to taxi no omode ne be see wheelchair mu ana omode ne ba ne office honom was say within this week maame ne say ono atumi akọ bath house asensu akọ dware a chese eye anika semo a ni nyina no eye adanse a aya me ba ha me ka e de hye afoforo nkran se de be ya obi wo e bia odadam ohu de onye no o wosa arthritis ya me ka ho asemi ni kotodwe nyina no emu ye ne ya ni sisi achi obi wo se emu hyehye no te se de sebe ya twimoko bi agumu no obi wo ho a master arthritis ntino ama wa deform ye will be on my arthritis ti wa shift ne fa akodi ba bi na ne fa so sa oba bones na wa chia no ho na ne fa enye obi be se enye life no obo ne mom yade no ana atumi ede sa de na aba ana Ghana ha no most of the disabilities no na hyase nyina free arthritis obi wo ho no mo a ehya asenketenkete ompe emua ntubo se within short time na say with some time no bo se na afi abubu no oti wheelchair mu to bi oti wheelchair mu enye se stroke na ye no but na this kind of condition aba eno na faith wo ba ho no mo a yinya abotre na ya hwe because arthritis ya make one say master ye wo mu types bebre e bia hanso wo de edeba enti wo hu the type hu the causative agent ya wo be kwa kofifa no bia manipa na wo bo se wo ho afi de oba pain ne be ko but e wo mu na asen aba because the root cause no has not been dealt with enti no e wo se oba yehu de edeba no yehu adekora ana the type of arthritis ni ye manunura ebeboa atu ase aside the nura yede ma no master you machines bebra nyame adom yede abegu yaso yewa eno eka ho eboa ye ema ayare bia eba no ye wo sonar heater machine a eno no obi wo ho yede ne ba ne yede ne hyemu a ubon se eboa no ema ne veins ne ade no emuda ho no mo afei eboa no eyi toxic bia afri ewo nim nipadua no mo efri ho no mo oba ho no mo a ye wo eye massage machine a yede wo to so a eno so align no spine no afei yi bia nerves bia e compress bia no ubon se na relieve nerves no nti ubon se within short time no pain a wu komu a na afei wo ye ho hwe anye yi no na sa pain ni nyina ekọ enye arthritis nko na afei to homeopathic clinic ye adwuma wo no obi wo chronic migraine eye ni ti etumi pai ne sa master mi nim mind bia oba ho no o say not a single day on titipaye and onim painkiller bia ya boni din a onum bi da o say otumi numu anum enu bia yentumi monidin wo radio so but still no o ti pains no e wo so and ye denya me asese obi kire ne so omra fit homeopathic clinic o say doctor if say me farm oduro no maintain say mitino apai me kura ada and ni nyina no eye kwanpa ye faso ehwehwe yare no mu ehu yare no efare bai na ye gina so ama wonu atu ase efre obi wo kra na ade bia ebia wo mofrase kra ehye ase ana atumi abewie wo saade no eti ni nyina no se wo ba ye hwe ni nyina na yaboa na yama wonu sa na tie obi wo ho no mo a for so long oni ni kuna ware omunya awo enye se ebia faith to me particularly ko ba yesi ya awodu but ye hwe adekora asi awo no kwan ye hwe se ebia bema o sperms na eba no so enkwamo ano omho ode ana oye oba wa wodie no so problem bi wo mu a eno esi awo no kwan ya ntumi ma obi wa fibroid bi na afifi no obi wa wonya inflammation bi ewo ebia uterine line no obi wa infection bi ni adenti no emma even sperms ne kura kokora ntumi enkose ebekọ fertilize egg no ni nyina na ye hwehwemu a oba faith to me particularly ya tu ye bo ase eye san hwehwemu wei na ye gina so ama wonuro atu saa adekoro na esi ohaw no ano kwan no na afi abie kwan ama ohaw no nso atumi afiri ho no mo obi wa maestro otiwe ne nsa ne nan taye ni titiriti oya oso media ananse taye cheme hunu se ebo wo kan ordinary pempemo ananse so sabi oje police obi be se ana watimi aba abecho eti no se wo tena wo se wo nsa ne wo nan de bia ananse chew na wo de tu obi ze wo de bon ho asafo hene na wo ntu anamo ama faith homeopathic clinic na ya hwe di nti a dan de nyina wo nsa ne wo nan ye titiriti obi wa blood circulation kura eye poor enu nti no etumi de numbness ba obi wa wo nerves a no nso no wo senke etumi ye adwuma ye no etumi nya adwuma etumi de numbness ba na saade we nyina na hyase no etumi ekowie stroke etumi ekowie enwodweye anamubuye ni nyina no se wantu ho anamo ama faith homeopathic clinic ama ya anya hwehwemu a wanhwe ya na oha we nyina no akofa nsusanso bone na edi abro ma so obi wa na ni sei de bia wo se ngusie nam so ma me bi wo bai wo se doctor me na ma me bia ngusie na mani no so saa aye kusu te se de ebo asi no ni nyina no oba faith homeopathic enne me maame no ese na ni nyina aye okay papa wo hena oba ya so ye enne na ni ti wa man ya asase a kumase ye yeso adwuma enti no faith yare bia aba woni padua anim no ni nyina sa obetu gidi anamo na watumi aba ya so ye ho no mo so utumi ebanko ade a ye beye nhwehwemu pa ahwe dia yare no enam so eba na yenam so ama wunupa ebeboa ama atu yare no ase afri ho no mo ni nyina ne se obefre ye number ye di atu dwen ene ye locations na tu anamon na fa yare bia ate oni padua no ache no fabra ya so ye ho ye number no eye 0540 710 940 0540 710 940 and I says 0547 57 84 94 0547 57 84
94.
Yaso ya no duru akra ha no ma ye wo eye Antioku junction ana Abuya junction ofri Santa Maria ekoso otu mu a wo de obusi obi asa obisi wa na osi obisi Abuya junction ana obusi obi asa wo kwa Abuya junction so pe no obo so fit signboard so a Emma direction to the clinic. A face so no o Kumasi so a ye wo ahenema kokobin 18 mu hono a Santasi to kokobin udru 18 mu a Faith Homeopathic Clinic ye wo hono a ye boa na ya hwese oyare no ye betu ase ama wo afa udru takrade so a ye wo eye Anaje police station wa adjacent the police station Fair Junction on your right ubo so Faith Homeopathic Clinic ye wo ho a ye bo adwuma Koforidua so ye wo Poly Junction Landry Managers Road ho ana ye di adwuma ana bogo so no ye wo eye old aseda eye boga Abronsan echi ho no mo a ubo se Faith Homeopathic Clinic ye bo adwuma wo de ye so say ya bia beta ni pedua no ache obi wo wa say doctor de ha me no wa moso ya bia no ntini ye de number na to dwa no frɛ ye na ene ye ni ho komo na odi etu ana mo bra Faith na ye de homeopathic kwan so esa yare no kwa emma osu biem maso emma na asem no yanka
Memma na sem
yanka enti memma no wa office niema enkoyie ma wo mpa so no bomodi ansa odu ani be kire bomodi ansa odu ani be kire Faith na wabana yahwe anze ho no ba enye se ye ma wadu na ade na gina so na ekina atofo ye gina so sa 24/7 Rebecca Kabuadu ba busaru obedi ho adanse akira ye be show mu be master be show see you do come off o ya man crofo hu ye nkomo nim etino dia master ye be share
Martin da say Dr. Kwaku Boateng free Faith Homeopathic Clinic and an operating can say or they are hwe kama pa e de amaye na mama first story when tum say Ghana Star next nuama na no game mo boy na ogirem no we pura wanya ACL rupture acute cruciate ligament rupture and abrante no enyanti ama season ya hwa na wantimi ensi akan ya re osem man pa enti ernest nuama so dia latest aba ya de honsem eba no ya beka ko fa fi 7 aba na star 281 hash star 281 hash star 281 hash star 281 hash option number 3 star 281 hash option number 3 star 281 hash option number 3 we are now enter number of ticket and me sign what 3000 miensa me de mamo 3000 miensa and to bow star 281 hash now for option number 3 now we are enter number of ticket what you say ne disika and now what you say ni pano kan we say we try unibida na nra kwa man who say real pa enti edru so enti na won ka say metwa sa me ni me pacho so betimi adibi na bibia akwe ma me ntie we mra me ba ya ye de afisem no e de ebe hye so e de ya enti we sisi
Why you proud to say women yakunya dudua ube win our betway so de biara da ye ma osafo ebemu we bie 5 free spins our mega money wheel ne so we ma okwan ma wutumi nya sika pori 1 million Ghana cedi jackpot ye wo se we ya ne say we be log in we twa wo spin no betway nkwan so na wonya we nyina kai say nhihye kakra wo wonni hwie du wo twa enko ho bet ni wonyansem Gaming Commission of Ghana Sashas
Say a kind, so we told Neoma a free useless enterprise. Who know who the biara da? If we say, well, 500 watts solar generator, a soundproof. Now, how who enter full beer. Nasawato gensets. Our 1 month chain, what the bro, as also installed the mouth free of charge. Ya won't ya capre, and Niji Samle say, so when the cania a will fear, and Asempa Jumamua, the Ohiana saw better solar panel, a free useless enterprise, and more someone, and a free no quiddy. A last stop. Shoshuacha Queen, our Adrigan Bridge near 69 American House, a Champo Junction, Bawalashi, Newtown Junction, Ashaliboche, Social Welfare, Medina, and Afewokwa Dantanswa, our Ridge Junction. Telephone 0203 005498 and 0248 169258.
Wenijia ensa dapuno no ebie. Download the 1xBet app no Google Play Store and App Store. Nefia se din kunim enne ya. Agrodia eye nijem pimpim chen. For agro no watinkan enne wo lak no bra 1xBet so. Use promo code APPR. Na fa wo bonus no chebi 1xBet. Agro ni tintimban. Gamble when you true. Inti chamo wa sheye. Enya ma wa won di mfie do watch. Gaming Commission agent kratu yatu. Jack, someone signing up while out to bet as well. Who miss it out to bet time? Say yam bet keke. Fee when he let me bema wo kwenya bebre. Ama wo dini bafu. Ano na wo benya no I lot bet so. Register see our lot bet. Na bet wo soccer, tennis, agodia hotwo. Any online games a. When you be obabia so. Wo signing up wa. Wo benya 5% bonus wo first deposit so. Pebro 200 Ghana cedis in each. We invite ya for France buy lot bet so. Wo benya 25 cedis de bia. Wo ya withdraw bia so I lot bet so. When your bonus. Wo bet me sweaty pebro 1,000 Ghana cedis. Away free prediction promo so. I lot bet us no so. Na options I bet me first to the doors in each no. Dia making crime. No delay. One person would bet big pa. I lot bet. ILOTBET.com. I lot bet. Bringing winning into reality. Bet responsibly. Gaming can be addictive. Not for persons below the age of 18. And Katway Gaming Commission of Ghana get.
Hey, you're the up and coming landlord. Who died yes where you?
Kwame, I don't mean you. Aka roofing and a ceiling. Na me contract and so say. Me feni na enkodan rocksters. Won so wo kromo pan. Wo dwen ho sen.
The contract and won nimnia ko. Ghana had here a ban of quality metal trusses, roofing sheets, plasterboard and na POP ceiling dia. Aye rocksters. Enfie be brain in a rocksters. Adi roofing sheet papa and ho aka dia. Asum Ghana for.
Enka yesi ya no mu die nso ebo.
Eni adufudi achi na nkoto adibon ne Sundachi, Fre 0544 338041. Say a metal trusses, roofing sheet, plasterboard and POP cylinder. Fre Rocksters, now one chawuntum.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Shout! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information. We are good together everywhere you go.
Babia UEFA Champions League na do the there. Won be na ball in your on the 8th and the 9th of April, a quarter-final first leg. Now the headquarters of Ghana Sports, Asempa 94.7 FM, and our #1 radio station at 106.3 FM. Live commentary no show. Tuesday, 8th April, Shewa Dabraka, Bermuda Lounge, opposite the Anglican Church. Arsenal versus Real Madrid, Bermuda Lounge. And one year the live commentary be 7 p.m. sharp. Afi, at Wednesday, 9th April, Barcelona versus Dortmund. Yeti Bounce, Sudan Kwasekewa. This is Africa Pop, 7 p.m. And back-to-back Kayo live commentary. Arsenal versus Real Madrid. Yeti Brow our Bermuda Lounge at Dabraka. Barcelona versus Dortmund. And also Yeti Brow from This is Africa Pop Osubra. My Asian friend was giant screen. Boys, some from the Atuma representatives named Jerusa Bilaba. Eti Malaysia. UEFA Champions League quarter-final first leg.
Ball bon century and sisanda sempo to couch more yako half time and the mude day umiaswa ubetimi ahwe de abwetwam meneme namfo for budget so agudie century ni so etisenia me wo ho nanso me wo fi a mehwa agudie clear every match there ekosi April 30th from Mastercard ni diga tua niam wo online announce tom nenya akwanya ubetimi wini akohwe UEFA Champions League finals anyone now for Mastercard at high non stop fancy akradie and she shake akrawuchi.
unbelievable is yours to own with DSTV. Get unbelievable local entertainment with Shakai Lemba, Nigerian Idol, and Big Brother Niger.
Some forgettable names.
Catch unbelievable sporting moments from the Premier League, La Liga, F1, and more.
Absolutely sensational.
Laugh along with unbelievable kids edutainment like Paw Patrol. And experience unbelievable international shows like Law and Order and Lioness Special Ops.
Let's go!
Download the My DSTV app today and own.
Very well, for Asempa FM 94.7 the whole in Kunyaso. Yeah, the FSM no. And the bana mamini way free home from me caretaker Dada Kwame and the way Eddie Abijame na Arosem Dada Kwame say ono ankasa ne papa wo no eda form enti in the 1 week a year observation no Joe for picture no mama na yenhwe na emfamoa me caretaker no na bibia enye kama na omoso entimi and also a mojuma now I say 1 week observation no the Wednesday 16th of April 2025 na venue no Asin Fosu Funeral Grounds time no anopa 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. and omobe ne kama pa now we efi ayoko abusua penini openi Kwame Oben aka Kwame Dogo Kolo Kwame Dogo Kolo ono ene da for modin finchia ediosia enum 65 years ayoko abusua penini Kwame Dogo aka Kwame Dogo ono ene da for me enti ono ena yenhihye no ne badara Kwame ede abeja enti ayoko abusua penini Kwame Oben aka Kwame Dogo da form ewo Asin Fosu Funeral Grounds Wednesday the 16th of April 2025 and past 6 people say and number 4 near the 4 and the abusuafo nyina momra emeta abusuachi na omompe omode share oyoko abusua penny Kwame Oben dodo na afa no Kwame Dogo Kolo na 1 week no yenye kama pa eno na Dada Kwame de aba enti dada yemamo yako kese pa okay enti we na yemfa afisem no emre osisia
Asempa 94.7 FM Yadamase Yangopo Ensha was said Dani Dayinano Monfa Afidikesi in Yagro na Ebreno Swan no sia bope na to say mode mason afem ye na money so live on Facebook Asempa 94.7 FM Jumedi Kesi empemfo attention Jumedi Ebaino enye Fedi Agro but the emphasis da Emma Imprempre producer wire ensemble crowdo Bernard Padibuchi na ama afisem ni na ready yede Ebro baby bia wo enti se wo monitor na wa hye no so se ukọ multi TV no radio station wa obetimi enya Asempa 94.7 live on Facebook no Joe the Fashionistic so aye na de ni na ama over Facebook our search engine no Asempa 94.7 so obetimi monitor ama bibia akoso kama pa edi ameje so Dennis Asamoah meso uhu kimi apa enye alatula na yenko yanim kama ensem no aye crowd no yemfrase free the Black Queens of Fonso Akache Menoka say Monso Eboabo Mo said a bear umbetimi akopim Morocco na emano tournament so etimi atodwa na enyade aye ko ne akobu keke ye ko na yetimi lifted the flag of Ghana high amobia we say Ghana indeed ebana football aye so yegina brane mesre Menoka say the Black Queens was Senegal mobobo mo said a bear tournament no start here umbetimi akobo adwuma Morocco omkopiem no ometimi ebo first friendly against the Taranga Lioness of Senegal Omoshe Kabakwa Mesro the Taranga Lioness of Senegal entimi ansimu adabraka evimbodu in the sago no ede emaye nyankopon adoma nenso no the second leg no betimi atodwa the Black Queens against the Taranga Lioness of Senegal no num na sama match no betimi atodwa Senegal Mesro coach anidin ene Kim Las so ede sempakra etodwa efa second game anei omone the Taranga Lioness of Senegal Pimson Yentie coach Anidin and Kim Las.
Big girls, strong, play a physical football,
and I felt that it's always difficult to compare two different styles because I'm feeling that we are the better team when the ball is on the ground, on the floor. But when the ball went up in the air and started to be more physical, then it's a close game. And when we had the red card, it changed the game completely, of course.
You have to compare the level of football in Africa and the one in the world.
I think it's to be a part of the African football. If I'm talking overall, it's something that I'm really enjoying, and there are the football here is beautiful. I love it. Maybe sometimes tactical, not perfect, but it's beautiful. So many good players. There's good on the ball, the movement. I'm from Sweden. We can't do 50% of the things that many players here can do. But if I compare, for example, with some European team, they are maybe a little bit better tactical, I will say. So with the ball, maybe a little bit better tactical, things to learn.
We are coach and him Anakin last in the second game against the Taranga Lioness. And 5 o'clock about so said they win the first one. They mean second one Evelyn and Mayana Kano, a bit Romaнаso Abo Juma. You free a Black Queens Akachi and they call the Black Satellite of Ghana. No, the under 24 camp in the area when him say Enche, Rumbe Remna under 20 championship no etimi at to draw. But soon we ma and a to draw. But initially in Nanka, La Cote d'Ivoire and a host to Mount the 2 draw. Said the Noma Echo and he said this Kasema CIA or Ivory Coast, you know. And now you bet me a host to no number 4 a range say no, not just say Egypt man I crowd or my ready. So bet me a host to and Timenoka say on the 26th of April, no, Echo see 18th of May, and a tournament in bet me a started or my Dean and Egypt. Mr. The Black Satellite Ebo Modin, Echo PM or Morocco, Echo ye of Boaboa, now Boaboa no, Mr. Mkobo 3 Nations tournament or Rabat. Omabedu Ghana ha preparation no ego so and neighbor you know their preparation no sign astate say the be betimi aboabo mo ho na 26th of April omako ginem ekosi Ghana na mu Egypt under 20 tournament no me so uko group na ye ne La Cote d'Ivoire ye ne Tanzania ye ne DR Congo sanso na oman ba ko no so efi Central Africa and so betimi a join ama tournament no etimi akoso ye group no etimi no ka say the Desmond Affair and the guys no are ready but over here yetimi boy home de pa trophies ayaje under 2019-93 ya GB 1999 2009 sanso and 2021 inano ya bomode etimi ajibosu under 20 World Cup 2009 yani etimi eji ema bibia koso Egypt this time around no yes ko Egypt asan akobo sa tournament no but all squad that Desmond Affair final squad of the atudwana goalkeepers no Yakubu Said Abranti Esiakan Edema Mediama Sporting Club Sanso and Gideon Asieko Eswe dia Esiakan Edema Dreams FC Abranti and Entry Da Costa Young Apostles ononso a defender Maswell Azafupe enso a entire player Obin Desmond enso eka defenders no Esiakan Edema Bobo Kwani any Aduana Football Club Maurice Fuseni Legon City Football Club Sanso and Benjamin Silver Ewon Suatreman Michael Emmanuel Makafui Esiakan Edema Bobo Kwani and Kings Palace FC there were branch and Kevin Ahiabo and so Esiakan Edema Dreams FC Ewo Manaf Abdul Esiakan Edema Emmanuel City Football Club Dennis Apia Esiakan Edema Betoro FC Yawo Ishmael Ado Ononso Kwando out of Lions Hayford Boahin Esiakan Edema Cheta FC Sanso and Isaac Ajay or Bibiani Gold Stars Yawo Abranche and Michael Alma and so Esiakan Edema Ibrahim FC Yawo Kevin Nkrumah Ononso Ewo Mediema Edmond Asante Ewo Vision FC and a Hayford Jima and so Esiakan Edema Bobo Kwani and Kimfeza Football Club Yawo Jote Ononso Vision FC in Aziz and so Abranche Esiakan Edema Dreams FC and the way and Mrantia Desmond of Atonsa Edia Frey so Momodin so meeting Akiko na tournament na say oh Egypt yetime fra dumu akwa dumu enti no ene nsem kwakra eba minim semra was sports night so no GOC nkomo eko so papa ni din ene Richard Akpopovi enso ewura mo hwese obetimi avai na wetimi anya sa position ama Apokavi hwese obetimi avai na wanya president na Apokavi nsem ode tu dwa no oso ba ama samanya eho no Apokavi so obeboa ama stadium no yetimi awie ama na etimi awie peye pa enti obi provide ya obekansem apoka bi anya no kwa no de tudwa Richard apoka bi so obeboa ama unity etimi aba ewo GOC akache enti nsam de owura ne din ene Richard apoka bi eka bebiri but don't forget sem prempren ono na secretary edema GOC yenti ensem a owura no ede etudwa.
That project, is only Africa project. Now the project is a project which is introduced by ANOCA, that is the Olympic Committee for Africa.
Okay.
And the whole idea is that they are building a sports facility in a community, so the community members, would benefit from this. So it is not an Olympic size facility per se, but it is a facility that the people in the community must benefit. So this it was started in BT Babe's time. What was decided in the last 4 or 5 years, say Ombesi basketball court, tennis court, and multi-sports square. And your master, what I can assure him is say me, Richard Kofi Apokavi, Reba, you baby is a project.
We ensema Mr. Richard Apokabi ere etudwa se nyame ya na dom na se wona etu aba no ede mana unim se dodo na eti amasawa de nim stadium junction any stadium na eda ho no asase ye pa na ura da chisika ede to so no was almost $350,000 enti ohwe so ba obetimi aye ama bibia etimi awie peye ewo ho yanko the Ghana Premier League na yenhwe no match ba ko no so etudwa na yemfa ho nsem ema ode a bobo ko ani din any Nations FC etnafi ehye Karila kaba ko a omo etimi antinti assistance no Asante Mantem tin kese na wo no Edika with 46 points. Gold Stars etosu 44, Nations tosu 42, and a Pando out of line so etosu 9 omo ewo 41 point. Yenko a goalkeeper of the month a match. The goalkeepers are Yapo Mono Gideon Asiako, Abranti with Dreams FC, Nidin Atudwa Samson Frederick Asari, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and Urem FC Samatesa, Yawa Abranti Nidin Shaibu Isa, no any goalkeepers me and sa Yapo Mose Ibe Bako, and now why the best for the month match. Coaches Afram Yawo Christopher Enning of FC Samates, Sanso and team Kasia was Antimantem coach and so no Nidin Etimi EPM Eho and Abdul Karim Zito and so Dreams FC and also a coach of the month match, Yadini Din Ebetoga, Sanso and a player of the month match, Yawo Steven Amankona of Bekum Chelsea, Yawo Yao Ano, or also El Bechim United, and Kwasipong, or also AC Academy Pando out of Lions, na Kevin Obeng, and so Adriana Stars, Bobuku Ntiwe, when I'm ranting, Yamea Duma, Yabeto Muswabana, player of the month match, yet me a pie baku, and I say coach, and keepers, and also Afram Tiwe, and in Sempa Krebano, player, Yejina Sona, Edias, Barmedekono, Albert Kobena Diewu, a manager, Shalom FM, Brokum, Monoquia, Esan, and Centurion, Albert Kobena Diewu, and birthday, and he baby Albert Kobena Diewu, Ubiano, and Nesaudi, Wawada, Yankopo, Emma, Yankopo, Emma, Yansa, Oma, ye dear, na Oma, the Ubianso, and ye come pa, Emfa, Emma, special happy birthday, and I be my brother from another mother, Albert Kobena Diewu, Papa, Breno Echo, Mede, and Semina, ABC, na Watuaso.
Matemamena say, Dennis Asamoah, Alatula, and Abusan for Moteninka, Asempa FM 94.7 daho etim kunya so the Tuesday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Show no ana eba enche na yede amanone de no e de toaso na mum ansa na no e Blue Star Lotto na midi ho adanse e de amount say private lottery company wa bagana ha ene wo boankro for madwuma sanso na wo mom nim lotto ri twa no so ene wo twa ya two numbers na di o permit three numbers na edi na ye kiosk na ebemben mo pa community bia aya penechira kwan e blue and a star no me de white aya ebobo ho kama pa ye frame Blue Star Lotto and I pay make come for the amount e bia na pay Blue Star 590 diamond and I say Blue Star gold game na pay so cha wo dru ha ye tie bo ase checho ni nyina mu kama pa na wotwa wi ane a print receipt no na ye de ama wudi ya ho akeke no asa ko no wagoju sika na bibia so aye kama edi amount nemom so person ne ye adwuma ye main office no our North Industrial Area and also be free 0308 040025 and 0206 670 695 ofre ya ebejo so enkomo a wachira wo peso ne yedie nyina no ebetimi ne wadi na bibia aye kama max buy so kan ho pa wo mo de ne say buy now and pay later obetuma to ade sisi free shop hono na ekire bia ho hiha wo no na waba abetua enti se bia tv na pe anase gadget bia wo pe bia AC na wo pa ni nyina no ba ye won hihye ya ye kama pa ede mamo na wa enjoy flexible payment plan and also betua be 30% dia to na fidi aka no asa wo dia say brepam utia ne nkakran sa na ade ni sifia wo enjoy umpewe na pedie no ana say okuta Ghana card ana say voter ID card na bibia edana kwam kama pa uduru ye office no ewo West Hills Mall ana say shop na ho betima akofafa no man bi ho sanso na uduru kaswa Dakuman Dakuman Junction Medina ne circle nyina no eyade a kwan da ho a obetimi ne ye din sa wo so ne mo beso free ya free 0594 091122 na ne max buy eni ensa wo so anopai omuso ekutai mu ene yetidwama ye din komoyi eba ye de wo kwa amanone na fe akotie amanone de latest ni nyina ayekrado foreign minister betina sisia
Jack, someone signing up pilot bet so I miss it out big time. Say yam bet keke. Fee wani na twenya bema wo kwenya bebre. Ama wo didi bafu. Ano na wo benya no pilot bet so. Register sia pilot bet. Na bet wo soccer, tennis, abuja moto. Any online games a. Wonya bi obabia so. Wo signing up wo benya 5% bonus wo first deposit so. Pebro 200 Ghana cedis ni echiri. We invite ya for so pilot bet so. Wo benya 25 cedis de bia. Wo ya withdraw bia so pilot bet so. Your bonus. Who bet to be 20 per 1,000 Ghana cedis. Our free prediction promo so. I lot bet us no so. Now options how bet me first to the door so you know. Wodia making crime. No delay. 1% would bet big pa. I lot bet. ILOTBET.com. I lot bet. Bringing winning into reality. Bet responsibly. Gaming can be addictive. Not for persons below the age of 18. And Katway Gaming Commission of Ghana.
Ghana Franco, esa the electrical appliances for Frabejasuo. Washing machines, Asian women yopo, CCTV cameras, and need all clear. Abi, you know that. The iPhone, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any the account, anyone says you see now. Franco, in Albania, the papa, ne water from say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essential tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and change na mahoden kwa. Hisha Franco kwabata biye benwo. Name head office, Awada Braka, one Roxy Cinema ne die nimre. Friend 0246 422 338 and a 055-5939-311. Franco electrical appliances papa.
Kids, no running. They grow up so fast.
Come here, guys. Who wants to watch their favorite
Free useless enterprise. Who know who the biara da? If we say, well, 500 watts solar generator. Aye soundproof. Now how who enter full bia. Na sa auto gensets. 1 month chanya. What the bro? Essence install the mouth free of charge. Ya won't ya capre. And niji samle say. Sa woni kania ewo fie. Anasempo adwuma mu a. Dia wo hia ne sa obeto solar panel. A free useless enterprise. E mo semwa no no. Enti free na kwedie. Ehwa ne last stop ho. Hwehwe Kwan awo Adrigan Bridge near 69 American House Echampo Junction Bawalashi Newtown Junction Ashalibotwe Social Welfare Madina and afi wokwa Dantan so a Owo Ridge Junction telephone 0203 005498 and 0248 169258.
Choose a phone like a boss. Show me your Samsung Galaxy. Burn up till it's morning. Take a picture, my sister. Choose a phone like a boss. Show me your Samsung Galaxy. Tell a baby, get out the way.
Unbelievable is yours to own with D.
na what they are try be 100 Ghana cry now they are try and I'm so winning now TTB free man or they are catching the door so pa NTA star 281 hash option number 3 and no ya Asempa FM we are enter number of tickets we are going to say the pop-up message abba kama pa say we sika and chebe winner ya kwa manone the foreign minister at say Eric Siedubuedi
Zoom.
Mr. Good morning.
Good morning.
Na
Nyamiadom eguso.
Okay.
Nyamiadom maja benden. Nyamede yenkwache die. Say arehomo enijemu Saudi na se manyame nti ye beda Nyankopon ase. Onim dia oyese na ameka de bia no. And ye live on Facebook Asempa 94.7 FM. Asempa 94.7 FM te be say mo be join any so join mo comment ne ye wo shares no likes ni na ya yemfa ni agro kra. Anya Asempa to na Tuesday UEFA Champions League night. It is na ya na ye kan ya boso ano and then ochina ye ni adaje. And ye build up to T Havana. Yes, the final of the UEFA Champions League Asempa FM UCL fan day no ye go so e warm up on so pop series now this week ye go so ejire mu enne ye bo mu e wadabraka ADBAKPPK achesa adabraka so wakuma no spell ade adabraka ti me nsha e Bermuda
na adabraka no direction no for mancrofo kakai na
there's one big church on adabraka Anglican church no opposite wa eho na yede commentary ne bande nti ubisa obia ba Anglican opposition ne kwan no yesi no nti ye hwebo ne ye gie nia na ye bompa kakra is sorry no see na Bermuda we see nti we ya na we no akobom kakra no abati ye na de anya adaje ni posokra ye ni bre pa ye ba no because it is a big game. Yes, Arsenal and of course Real Madrid. Then there's Bayern Munich and Inter Milan and also a big game and match thing ya be win you ti ye dwagum sa ye ball left right ye ball left right back front left right ye both feature ni both fie nim sa anya sam ketwa what I say nim ni atring net ye point Milan pa na ye ball Real Madrid dia so pa teze mas to nya anadwo nya sam ketwa pa sa
dripa
eti ode fa prakwan ma me na fe meti si kwanum sanse na de ampaye bebre na obia wode osuso betima wini internet me wie and me get 3 be penema we now one at for 5 beer bomb because I for say Real Madrid who he na competition ada e mon kwa mo dia e bi say Madrid for ewia I show that feel that my Madrid we for be 15 so is it possible say 15 in our we 15 in our ba papa kwa mami abao
Bia UEFA Champions League na do the there. What be the born in your on the 8th and the 9th of April, a quarter-final first leg. Now the headquarters of Ghana Sports, Asempa 94.7 FM, and our #1 radio station at 106.3 FM. Live commentary no show. Tuesday, 8th April, Shewa Dabraka, Bermuda Lounge, opposite the Anglican Church. Arsenal versus Real Madrid, Bermuda Lounge. And one year the live commentary be February 7 p.m. sharp. Afi, at Wednesday, 9 February, Barcelona versus Dortmund. This is Africa Pop, 7 p.m. Back to back. Live commentary. Arsenal versus Real Madrid. Yade Brow our Bermuda Lounge at Abraka. Barcelona versus Dortmund. And also Yade Brow from This is Africa Pop Osubra. My Asian with giant screen. Boy, so some from me to present this thing next. Musa Bilaba. Eti Malaysia. UEFA Champions League. Quarter-final first leg. See you there.
Okay. Right, my show and then you may the Becco Sono. But yeah, Papa, you know, Champions League, then movie, and ya tea for Becca or predictions now. But now, better Diana.
Oh, already as usual, there be a bar, magic in the side. I actually, and the
mountain family no payana, yan predicting winners because it's a now back of you, Nanya Okosake. Nah, yes, Oko Pepper. Bermuda is also a nice place, and I remember my Shana and Papa Bermuda. Yeah, the beer, the open the ompina. Some in the open the ompina 18, 19, 20. The beer bio. Okay, the beer bio. Yamobia Quaba, yet is a kind of way. I got catch us and neighbor and 8 to 7. You are 3 8 Yabani. It is 6 now at Signatia, around by beer about Yani Ubina according to Semajo. People come from far and near. Yeah. To go to which you fear be share. Oh, this was a maestro. Nipa ho akono senchena. Yes, nipa ho akono senchena mpane ya. But you can't say I'm sure say for that particular game. Arsenal and Real Madrid the game na fe you person you something. But Mikel Arteta. The bid no the be na the man mo. No then some to just say match no the enti na obobo. This night, say big night to say now only teams like Real Madrid, now Obetima case is to say Arsenal is ready. Hey, I too. Get that or your power. He has declared war. Was it they are ready? The boys to be a and run a joke as I say, Kay and Neddy. Now, my story since 2006, 2005, 2006, you know, I find a Madrid name Arsenal Babisha. I don't know, I pure back home and away, no. As I pure back on the Real Madrid Fimo. But this time around, yes, second Biaso for the Rumbo 0-0 number bomb 1-0 and a Fibuke Musadado. Can it happen? And a football be near command stand for some more be a Real Madrid. Okay. Because some more Real Madrid. Now, to go out your bomb baby, 1-0. Benabama, so much, and no one put 2-3. Hey, that's true. They're critical.
Be super convinced. Tomorrow night, 11 players, 60,000 people, really super convinced that we are ready to win and to beat them. That's the mindset that I want. The rest be the team that we've been over the last quarter of the season with all the up and downs and things that we have to deal with. Continue to that because that's our super strength. It's been 20 years since we had this type of game, and for us it's a great opportunity to build our own story, and this is what we're here for. This is the stage that we want to be, where Arsenal has to be consistently, and we are very proud to be there, and now be very ready tomorrow to deliver. I think we deserve it, but we have to earn it, and we have to earn it again tomorrow evening. But we're going to put all the ingredients, everything that is in our hands to play the game that we want and to take the game in the direction that we want. In order to achieve that, that's why we're going to need our people playing every single ball with us, and that's going to make a huge difference, because that's something that is really needed. At these stages, you need your home stadium to create a very, very special atmosphere to generate momentums. So let's go. I encourage everybody to go there tomorrow to play the game with us. Not to be there watching it, but to play the game with us.
Ha, Mikel Arteta wow. What's the first name? Now when you remember board, when you saw Baba Hebo, Bramia more board, but can't home more. Yes, somebody be good Madrid so far. What's the Obianya convinced to say? On bet to Madrid the film.
Okay.
That is what is important, and then you may. Mikel Arteta. Now Bukayo Saka is back. Maestro is going to be in action tonight, and Bukayo Saka just was said, "I said no, but I'm respecting Real Madrid."
Okay.
But they back one more of them. They say, "Emirates one." In the Champions League, Emirates you mayor of. You can be Real Madrid, you can be Goliath, but Arsenal is the David at the Emirates. It's and then you may. The objective is to go to the next round. Maestro, how can you go to the next round? I guess I was Madrid.
Of course.
Until me Madrid the film. Hey.
Obviously, as the players, we're ready and we're up for it, but I honestly have no doubts that the fans tomorrow, they're going to be up for it also, and they're going to help create the most beautiful night that the Emirates has witnessed. It's the first time the club's been in the Champions League quarterfinals back-to-back for a while now, so tomorrow night we want to take the next step and try and get it over the line. Yeah, it's Madrid, you have to respect that, accept what they've done in the history, but tomorrow anything can happen. We can't focus too much on that. It's a very big night, and the stakes are high against one of the best teams in the competition. So I think it's a game that I definitely want to be involved in. I think just looking at our home record in the Champions League itself, I don't think we've lost a game in the last 2 seasons there. So I'm sure they know that, and they need to be ready because we're pretty good at the Emirates. The objective is the same. And it's to beat them and go to the next round.
Wow, and Saka.
And Arsenal, they ultimate Madrid and Papa.
Oh, how?
Papa.
So they are playing in the quarter-final of the Champions League.
Yeah.
But the
Champions League.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
This is football.
And over yes, nice and
this is football. On any day, when it is the Champions League, and Madrid is out, they are the favorites. So Real Madrid are favorites. Yes, but I'm saying it's a football knee. Oh man, I'm a Real Madrid fan. Me, I'm Maestro. Me supporting Manchester United. They have been said this is football. But Madrid fan, they are saying, hey. Team Champions League back to back budget to trust by 3 and the 5th to Obianebi. Now why just in here white tell Obiade? Yan shiny blue. Maestro.
Madrid ya former say Saka kra aba or your be. What you say?
I don't know Madrid ya na men kan. You know Madrid be sure Champions League mas Madrid ya
quarter finals.
Yes. I don't know Madrid ya
I don't know. I was they aiming at the final.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But this is football. And now when doing this football sanity.
Yeah, ready and never cause.
Too much to yana bet you didn't back to back.
And yeah, and to me.
It is sometimes I play Inter Milan Peliga Jota to only palm trade draw. What can I say?
Okay. Actually,
you can click Napoli go back or trade draw.
Send rock kind me catch you.
Coche.
Me catch you same fa. Bologna be go.
You see? My choti Saka so the audio to Jano actually mo se kwan bia so no vim won se fie de yanya roll for and Real Madrid nim enti ene e be de pa Carlo Ancelotti Calito Macho Calito ne na de Ancelotti ni to Jano se Macho how competition with experience who here experience who here pa na say go e ko obi na ayi boy see practice now to dinner wo so tisa so tisa sana no e ko isa akwai presa no na wo hwe wan no so me ba say me be no say wani ba ho so na say tanu sa ga akwai anye say pe ka say me wa afi later ko he ba bia this age no dangerous
obi no Emzen and Zoba Vema de Quinsta by a composer by force.
Hey, Tim, and it is the same who are the Amamenka.
They don't make us.
Don't want to shut my mouth.
No, they
will do better make us.
There is all now a lead commentator.
A lead commentator, who are the Americans to achieve now. That's what we think. That's what make any money by home.
When can I know the committee?
My committee and any idea. Hey, Maestro. Oh, Debbie. But what about the party team have a chat and then okay. No, yes, sir.
Me say, and me shall that be send a year Muma to Queen's phone. So, say, or Damasaramede, or direction amano. Na Omra.
Mammy, comment on me and me anything.
Another when you want to,
Debbie, okay, answer me qua, me could couldn't pass me comment back where Ramane who we. It will be once I'm going make it.
Me pa me can cry so send the message.
Oh, then me who wants to make it. As because I been here let me be. Once I'm going make a video Majo.
Yes sir.
Can you notice experience here?
Important.
Very. It was sometimes I don't know what you must show be. Obi on him catchy. When I could see my capital so I can over or no motor, I can see about Benoit packet. I did to watching about Munamoko. Baby, a packet was messing called baby. And in the spirit, but do I be the people going to fast from Munamoko, Vimen Vogonan in the moon. To settle the beer in such games, some way in experience, I told the beer no bullshit. Not Oyamus show. Oh, but when you experience, you are not afraid of side games. And then the penny and the idea of the boss, it is very bad. And you beside the set pieces because Madrid set pieces, no. It's a I thought also all the set pieces they don't go there. They are good, especially Conano. On my house is here. And Jonathan said, and Namoka. Yes, so in the last 2-3 games, there's a set pieces. They are someone else won't idea. This is almost slow, almost rain. Okay, Calitoni.
The experience in this competition is really important. Really important. The experience, the knowledge, because the experience means you are not afraid to play this kind of games. Put on you a lot of pressure because the fact to have a lot of players that already played this kind of game give to the team, to the players, also to the younger, more confidence.
Real Madrid being poor, defending set pieces this year, Arsenal having strengths. How do you prepare for something like that, a problem like that?
So they are really strong, really dangerous in this situation. We try to defend as better we can. We have also to take in consideration that when we have set pieces, we can create damage because we scored 3 goals in the last 2 games on set pieces. And so this is important part of the game, and then there is all the rest.
This particular game, Courtois, a goalkeeper, he's back.
Okay.
Courtois is back. And Courtois no da pomo de. Not set pieces. They know Arsenal threatening.
Okay.
They have studied Arsenal and the Niema when you start between their hard game. Almost here. Game situation here is different, but you have to know Nipando bet mind your own to me.
Okay.
Obet my say we want to me say. Now no captain of say we su housewarming. Mr. Monyo table so. I'm study mum fa we nko. Mr. Monyo nsuo yi anom kwa. Ana dey we no corn say.
Oza. Mr. Monyo mobile.
I don't mean fa no go see the tables on pay. Te nkoku no moto no he. Any dey we ginger no we no corn say.
Fire Kobe.
Ginger no corn this side.
The
first zone to me. On him is a woman and I'm. Doing what I won't say one chance. And I'm also between government to be on your table. Which was Adam and Musu. It's all the bag when we saw the coin at the table. No one.
Oh, maybe I make a more high table.
Asa, Jane Janum, take a try.
No, I think we have a lot of respect for Arsenal. I have a lot of Arsenal friends, so of supporters that are friends of fans of Arsenal. So obviously, I know they have been doing great. They've been close to winning a Premier League, and they're playing well. They had a young team with some experienced players. Have a good mix. They defend well. They can press high. They can defend in a low block. They're quick on the counter-attack. They have people who can score easily. Obviously, they have the set pieces. So we know it's a team hard to break down and a team that can score easily also. So we have a lot of respect for them. And we analyzed well how they play and where we can hopefully hurt them and where they cannot hurt us. So we hope on a great game tomorrow. But obviously, we hope to win. But I think Arsenal is doing great. And I guess it's a matter of time before they win another trophy. Hopefully, we can pass in the Champions League, but they are doing great.
Well, coach saying goalkeeper man Real Madrid now 10 Castle then some to Gano. Arsenal versus Real Madrid 7 p.m. live coming plus and perform. That big game is also Bayern Munich in Inter Milan Maestro and Soma. Well, no, goalkeeper in the former team Neko Bayern Munich. Yeah, they need courage against Bayern Munich. Inter Milan need courage. Who say ahead of this game Inter draw some boy it was a courage in courage akukuduro me ba it na akukuduro no mu hia Inzaghi so say ne place near human it ya na mpo na crofo twa was na no draw your boy say ko Italy mpo a Italia okay maybe Italia no at times on Italian so they are my champion ko boy Italy or tikakra okay tikakra now to French so kakra do the humans the French that craft your French interview ha no ma chiri boy it was Inzaghi said and go for to trouble mama na get it to the place so they have nothing to do than to come back into this game no one says incomes makuro so ye changes be near there but so far macho or he will be without 5 players be
okay
it ama they na so say abakakra ma so say film vogo na courage na the goalkeeper na kana no be macho pese company so say onim say buy in a difficult situation on to practicing the likes of Upamecano, Manuel Neuer, Musiala, Alphonso Davies, Pavlovic. We now prepare Westro. And then the answer Inter to score.
To score there
over 1.5 to score over 1.5 Inter Milan goes no. So you know what's the man Champions League get one some make ono. Say no Leicester Egyptian wo.
Obeji na say
Newcastle. Record of Professor no match new. Their last goal at home was in December, Macho. No side in football history and our football league history. And I want to see 8 home games on a row. One say go back
consecutively.
My day. Now join.
They no be.
Kaba kubia ana.
Ono I say the coach ni sheda nyada ni sa.
Me akotana Krista.
No TT story ma. Coach in a yard over from
goodness, Master 3 weeks after winning the Carabao Cup, a patrol Newcastle is back and what's and so say they have sites in qualifying for the Champions League. We need demo pa the next day be a best who be answer boy papa the animal and now okay. As after saying Inter yes for me, Napoli is out of the see for me. Kick me. Was Sunday what see for my show. I am very sad. But you can draw some qua. Milan Fiorentina draws. Roma Juventus draws. Just a draw some qua. Maybe both 2 I can see they be both 1 and get one. Draws I can see and get one. Hey, see also. Syncophonia masa. Oh, they say the Milan bet me qualify for Europe. My show. I was my. Our Jumaya papa say table no where to dia Inter 68 Napoli 65 ka close gabo no na me 1 point na de nye de
Bologna for na so my stop
Atalanta also 58 Bologna no person to Atalanta it no so here win no and na game no dey no and it says it's still 4th with 57 Juventus also feeds with 56 points wey and they cost table no so ya dey want some so about time na book off ameko maestro me catch us say divine no say ajegon the season na last one nobody and na Messi crop for Inter Miami for tempo money
oh no so moving on
no
a very fine player
ope had na biaje go for toy side say
age on the side
no penny say they say planning team o kwa na kungua no ndai it Inter Miami for a set up site on Angel Di Maria so they want to bring Di Maria and Messi together again reunion the Argentina union where they buy Inter Miami na bibia so atimi akoye na me nyina so na me fancy na Elia cancel phone nya binya na one na for be phone lines na ma no so de o ma dwentwa je say and game na edin match to live El Bermuda Lounge Fananka Saka Kejwan and Wereka Sidu Body. I know say captain so they will be ass.
Okay.
Will be all buy a house for me. No. Come on. Captain sit down. Sit down. Who do you be pepe? Maybe you will be Hakono. Okay, they're laughing like killer. Captain Kofi yourselves, Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic morning going out to you. That was wonderful. Nyamiko so Shamo. Amen.
May I say the foreign minister Nebuchadnezzar for update also tie wa manoni more especially the Champions League games are ever so who latest voices nyina na ya ma watimi atene kama pa ano pay game so yeah discussion e be share the Champions League no kakra na fi we are yetimi edin koma e wachiri e wo and the games no and afi we abefi abedi GOC ne House of Folk komo na Franco Trading Enterprise ken ho say e Nokia phones na pe Samsung phones na pe iPhones na pe smart TVs na pa e ho nyina be bia obi agye atum say be bia ho eya e chepa e Franco Trading Enterprise Enterprise still an 40% discount and ye dey mouse say open CCTV cameras ahodo nyina na e ho so ye be ma obi kama pa Franco na ne tukwan kofa ne pa nyina no e de ba enti ano pay wo chere ho dodo wo di ana se frɛ ne monkomo keke 0246 422-338 and 0555-939311. Na Franco wajo so Bedfox on say aviator game no omo aeroplane no etusa enhwe ase da wote ase unse ba kro de oye ya na to from ba kro ye ya na to from try bi wo Bedfox keke obo say idia dance no kwetrodo na ye kan etufu na ekosa bosumi bia so drop eye bet and say out e de ma e so twa wodi e bantem cash out no e to from na to from enti brasisia e bedfox.com.gh ne mun komo nyina wo so ye part of it nanso entumi emo pa DBS for the DBS roofing aba ene na papa kala bia opibia no ubenya bi say also a massive discount of 10%. The obeto bia no eyade a DBS roofing sheet no eyade a ombetete so na omri amount all kinds of alloy roofing sheet no omu obi na mama exciting prices na bibia so etimi akoyi be pa cho won kan en ha ho enkokuma se for Accra line no 0240-844444 and na wo Kumasi a 050-600-4141 Takrade 050-600-4242 TBS Industries Limited was a roofing papa efie enho anopay omsu kwa mu kan ho na yetidwema ye bomu sa kopem se nonkro bepemu na ya sorry so ewo harum few of your messages and so about ha ebehwe na yeyisa messages no so edi efri ho ewo show no so na feyetimi akwenim na Abankwa Richard say good morning, watching you live from Abuso Kan and ono edi aba harum say Eric Quincer is making fine pa Abankwa Richard obi na conference ano. Okay. Eric said the standard voice advertisement. Okay. Liam Ray and Odiaba and say Kejuananka Seni Eric Sidibodi and also Ewa Haramona Pamford Nelson. Good morning, watching you live from Santa Maria and so Ewa Haramo and William Oklu said Eric is afraid of us now and also Haramafe. Thomas Doche said, hey, Mr. Eric Sidibodi today be today putu and Mr. Eric Sidibodi, you will see your level Y and the score line is Arsenal 2 Madrid 1 and on the way Eddie Ebaye Akwesi and near Jay Eric please from now onwards only 10 odds please only 10 odds as a bro so pe ayana kopemo what you say
in the group no mu di 10 odds before 10 no na mu di 2 at 2 so 2 at 2 so sa na obi de ne sika o de ko hand 5000 konto so na na sika ebuka mu a bo so wadi to nya bi di do twa ne dan ka no ba menye kakabs da bi fa de aka ne painting dan ni mu
okay okay
0249136744 we be ma link na wa join it prep zone group no next so you send
okay okay yeah say ma yan chance ni nkomo ma menye more expectation when the two games no na fi we am but I said now so wo shout out to be you free one sana we am expectation on Sakrana.
Okay. Papa, we there from Desmond Butter on the Siwedema Mr. Enterprise coming Comasec on any a reggae diom de friend no kwa dancer me so a diom de friend near Crane or a laptop doctor and a laptop mpono King Kong na Ovie school ewo Dompasi Senior High School DOS 1995 there's a 30 years into 1995 year group no on the 26th of April 2025 anopa 10 a.m. ewo onu ankasa ni huta Kosia Kunadu Memorial Guest House wa dancer so omu homecoming get together mpani for awudo ni nyina na omu animate fo ni nyina no omu Asia na afi omu aye homecoming kama pa na bia so atimi akoye nti chairman anopai yechia woni mpono mate fo ni nyina ne workers ni nyina
very well
match on the Champions League
yeah no
Onze
but Derek we Thomas Doche opeso chesing
guys to give commentary
please
are you guys going to give commentary
na semben okay
nanti yakasaguana yakasasa sebemunda lounge adabaga abopo mu no so amoatie o ana no akakra ango sese wonu anofa no munzo pa na charge doche laba show yes anete Yes, no man so pay me charge.
Na wo no man pay charge.
Say me nim tina me bisa wo.
Na no man pa hwe.
Me nim.
Na so no man pa na hwe.
Say no ade na no pa no to me charge no.
Na because oh ayo no man nura na no pay so.
Me nim no wa try. Me nim. Say do mo nche me kura.
Na bi o dey say we dey enyo wi na chire.
Enyo wi na chire.
O say we experience nice.
We are. Say nura sin ka win ka no pay ba dwuma.
Na wan no man so kakra. Odnum say enyu no pa.
I know chire boss dey enyu pa.
Obodi enyu no pa. So ko body e say we primitive.
And I'm maybe suffer.
It's true.
That be all the experience, and that's why experience.
It's true.
Don't best experience to cry.
But so over table won't tell my story.
I want a host.
Now, wait, see, please wish Esther and Cancer Acha or Hima a happy birthday for me. She is 2 years old. May the good Lord bless her. Her parents are listening. And Esther and Cancer Acha or Hima a happy birthday to you. Nyame enka ono ntine ni mfancho pa o ma mene mutie no papa tie de ne ya wo show well pa okay afi ensha se
beyond the Champions League. On say two teams no route no mo pa ebepie baby o modu that is this run of 80. O here Arsenal ono ne club or ball more goals pa to the extent Arsenal to me kwa way to PSV. Oh no, so a ban total football wonim ebo ekoshen by 7 goals to
2 year.
Onim, but now PIB nye club abeka so e mmiri keke wo. But Arsenal ekoshen 7 goals. Oba pie kwa no Arsenal ba pie no so oba ye no basa. And oba 2 because 7 goals there. Dia enya dia club ni betumi abetini nyina. But so here Real Madrid baby a Madrid fi buy a obesi Arsenal na unse Madrid ne ehu playing against Manchester City no na sia na encheye to the sense that City take lead. Real Madrid eba betie by 3 goals to 2 and san on sanso kopiem ewo Madrid akobo ne 3-1 but unse Madrid aye bibi access in terms of Champions League there eyomu but this match we unse Madrid nso oba Emirates wona ontimi nse but so but only Madrid the team on the form about for crowd Champions League no
but say with Eric voice in
voice bang
when Madrid is playing Champions League me am ti hey me nya Madrid fam ye Liverpool but Madrid dey bought Champions League only Madrid for so bought Champions League o mutimi koda say team ne nya kra no where this Saturday against Valencia Madrid draw win or draw kra no ejiguye but all the upper in the Champions League and Arsenal kwa di kan se Facebook Madrid for the catch some better so Arsenal be go
of course
Arsenal there so won't Arsenal go at and go but Arsenal be go but when Madrid is playing against these English teams and now say in the Champions League there Chekwa did Liverpool faso owi or the City afaso. And so like they say in recent times and so Madrid this year team say wo England no more only Liverpool do baby near so Salah jina na so apena Brighton dey that's Sergio Ramos Emma game no crash here at Liverpool point so at Salah ni so in the Champions League until this time run against Arsenal. And all Arsenal Bobo Konuswa when the performance we EPL no your baby Arsenal in the second on the league table for Arsenal to play against Real Madrid and 2006 they see Arsenal beg at least 1-0 be no dey yi Madrid dey film and Madrid say na attention a free league so La Liga no ohun say La Liga ne dey just agency mu enti so wo bibi obetimi dey atwa no ma penso ne transfer to Madrid no etimaya complete there then he has to win the Champions League now etimaya win the Champions League na so untimi nsa Arsenal there in Champions League no untimi enko
enne be pai wo Mahmuda ho me say enne me hu commentator for the first time oye comment anu etimi atomum kakra I sense you gunu so ani wo so na
wato den
obetomum kakra
o eno ne ye ho ba ya bi ha we invest bibi na investments no eno na dwise o na ye di nkomo a ba du ba bi no na me jai nkomo ni bi because sporting CPO around 88 minutes now we have a bond koto net na 1-1
CP a team back wo Portugal
review
review back no Ferensa and Casa
yes
masa 0.5 see now him the assignment here come on about 76 minutes that go aba and we say go under review now review they take about 20-30 minutes over 10 tell it
referee over 10 diseases.
All right, before I continue, I don't know what you can situate this to. Ancelotti, a performance or your league demo. Modern bar boy, Madrid France, they be brave, buffo. And at a press conference, near Bis Ancelotti says, Asenko for one for. Oh, dag out to the moon. You see, the materials you have, you should be doing better than this. You shouldn't be losing to Valencia or not even before Real Madrid the game. No, or better, yes, Shensa, maybe all done yet. Only man's on the mind. I said the most important person at Madrid is happy with me. When I bet me that to Ghana.
Ghana Hanum.
The most important person is happy with me. I know the response simple. This is the same response Akambi will be giving. So the most important person at Hasselhoff is happy with me.
I don't know. So yes, now Ebeka quiet to say dear. Say mra the bottom and the bekasu. Say that was so coming. Odu Kumasia. I say akameno edwuma oyi wo house no esuche wo bi ha o etu okwenye yi said the most important person no happy with him but you only how
punchline power no so one thing Arsenal for bagging hopes on the good form they have at home in the Champions League since last season. Draw me no ya can win sir mo win 8 draw me no
wow
and no more bagging hopes on as a fear they know so they no matter who you are especially looking at the form of Real Madrid this season Champions League now will be home form that is what Arsenal back home hopes on and the return of Saka cry they say baby and on a mom of and even against Spanish opposition so Arsenal near bad as to me Spain for no kakra it will go almost definitely and I mean winning the last 7 or winning 5 and that is a good record. I mean it's an Arsenal for back home hopes on but player for player if Real Madrid come to the party Arsenal are aware said the attacking trio of Real Madrid attacking side of Real Madrid no uja ho awaso with my and if Vinicius Junior in the last game fancy bull near the idea he would like to turn things around and improve agility in this particular game and especially in the Champions League side Vini Penidi Japa when Mbappe comes to the party when Rodrigo comes to the party Arsenal were Jumaye ne Emirates pa the ne Arsenal goalkeeper Onosu Jumaye and the good thing about Arsenal Chironi Saliba but Praka Krawum when White Timoni at the day and the Real Madrid have their own issues. Arsenal also have their own issues. And them experience about to play with her. And that is why Ancelotti air catcher will say a Banisi experience their counterpart. And that also because you know the game you are playing. And if there's any team an edge over the other, forget about some Madrid near. And then Madrid should be winning. The West for Madrid is a draw at the Emirates.
West for Madrid.
Yes.
A draw. What my prediction?
Oh, if because a team be winning for Madrid. Yes. So it's a win or game we more.
Madrid experience very on Emirates. The best for us now is a draw.
Okay.
Then you could be open about.
3-1. I mean, who 3-1 being?
Oh, be a ban on your yachro. And I know Penumus ice water.
Okay. Yemfa eno nsi ho na fe ye ne abadwafo so akachi no ento aso abra ye bedi GOC nkomo kakra ene House of Folk nkomo kakra no party say ene owura agria or aspire to become the GOC president edi nkomo Richard Akpoka bi nso adi kan abanura ye di kan ate no before kra che said onon so ye front runner oboa na ono so appreciate side bre no ewo horom nem power jet car battery said Mr. Oya driver ni na o battery ne hawa enko ba bia D Roxins Ventures women e kofa by we the power jet car batteries no abedwaman so we so distributor ne de na papa and the driver singina agiatum what ya say utobia echepa ABC car ne so a eduba bi kwa na obenya kra na nka ewu no atofoforo ne so ne da ho esi so power jet car batteries power jet car batteries Freya our Shalom Sports Roundabout 0208 090789 and 0242314774. Se wedu ashama na pe bia to aye okowa na so ana Ochinanti Enterprise Samson abuso kandodo na no ebi wo horomo odu ho abenya bia to ne bo no so de da form bre what you say I say kuta se kan de utwa kontomire no enamusa mremremremre na eno so edia mede ma kumase ye kwakwa michoba Enterprise was Swami magazine amekum makrani pampa so na yetimi atobi wo ho ka so abi wo ho kupiem water crade nyina na ubenya power jet car batteries ni bi na watimi ato power jet car batteries ni bi ubenya na watimi ato na bibia so etimi akoye afa mache
yeah
bibia kama edanyamiase I start 281 hash inti ye kwa no na ebe do over enne me yesho so monitor free ayen shase na say earlier kakra the GOC election no guso enchekra na baso so far ye hu se nipa mienu na atwe omuti owura akokabi ene owura Michael Agri anope ye ne din komo also I shared the news adi hunu nanu mensa wankasa onua o se dibre no de to onkobiem ene matesa minim de onim wo GOC elections no ho ene issues afa GOC ho abra na ben kra one time or the ato ene who you think can take up the mantle very well we are the last 5 years for House of Folk. I say concentration here, infrastructure, partnership, and the results are not coming. All the way to what is actually the issue again, and no be a issue at that process. Of insurance or GOC.
Oh, okay, that's it. Incha Ghana for. Now, I question or.
I took question or na to honum. But me who na che.
Sir, only this still.
Only do with just a point.
And you just point in your just.
Okay.
Yeah, just a point, you know. Point and you just. Only by 1 point.
Then you just a point.
Debbie. And you're just a point.
Okay, 5%.
Says you really now all blast are qualified. Send they say we are baby and train.
Okay.
I think just.
With a point.
With a point. A very good point. My catch said me my bias towards traditional clubs, you know, so high. Until all blast must qualify at all costs.
Okay.
At any cost, they must qualify. Rose Park, Ufrebusianim.
Yeah,
I have some soft spot for them. Ufrebusianim, into and can be also qualify if they were to be in the different zone. But South zone holiday, the preference are all blacks.
Okay.
Because I want Central region to be represented very well in the Premier League.
But the all cost must be all fair cost.
Oh, that be. Maestro, what do you mean by fair cost?
Let me get fair cost. I just say.
Have you detected any unfairness in the top ranking of the All Blacks?
Not yet. But at all costs.
Me say All Blacks who throughout.
Okay.
And fairly da first. Until say you be who be otherwise no. Da first no at fair cost.
Okay, so sana me ask.
Sanity. And yes, I will now because from now on fair cost be on fairly cost be or fair cost.
Okay.
And I urge them so they should do everything possible, humanly possible, to qualify and get Central Region to be represented in the Premier League. Asateba. Asateba.
I say we over main Kasakra. Okay, Oparijan and Opema Menchao message, you know. Noted.
Say you know. A year date is 20.
A year no year 26.
26.
26. And that's why 1 year, you know, announcement.
Very, very important.
Very important. And for a very long while, we didn't say your friend is saying, I did back one a boy a license a coaching organized here in Ghana. The last about 12, 13, 14, 15 years in Yabi, but the name it might confirm the amount a year CAFA approve it license a certificate course for Ghana and as a Ghanaian coaches. And to your coach now, team here also call FA sites here. Now cooking can now apply this here because coaches need to hold man. And I say teams, you know, was a coach we a partner, but not what team we have. Now we have permanent. Oma a crown most circumlocutions here. I know more ya. And why it's a matter from Quadano be bring so emblem. Now, we compete because we come with very brand new.
Very fantastic news to hear this morning. Very, very fantastic news to hear this morning.
Yeah,
and I've received a lot of complaints from especially those licensed big coaches. No, I think Happy Breeze, your mom quite moment to me in break it through Uncle licenses. I believe it's a bit my coach Premier League. You don't know, but blockade in the bar, you know. Now I say, how? And say good news now, but yeah, more we are mutani me didn't come off licensing. She say, I can't have a daho. Inti Monsumunye available. Now, Monko, and qualify Mosebaya. We need to get as many of them in the Premiership.
And this is under the new CAF coaching convention by CAF. And the final steps of Ejuma also, you know, technical director of the GFA and the
very good news. Very good news. We need to get more of them in the Premiership. Because Osha, Division 1, some of the teams are playing very good football. Very, very eye-pleasing football. What I say?
Yeah.
Now, say the coaches are impacting something into the young boys. Into no, Yamakwanya no mungina lances before no do as many of them that can come up to train for classes A. No, Yamado do no akwany. No omumra.
No, but do na ayeme kakra because we okay communicate now. I maybe you help me. Was say the requirement for the CAF license A course at the Ghana Football Association will be at the highest standards ever with only 20 coaches per course class.
Per course class. And how many course classes are they going to?
So the course class was it under a certain under the criteria of applicants will have completed the CAF B license. Okay. Under the new CAF coaching convention, coaches must have been working with a CAF B license qualification for a minimum of 2 years prior to the course start date. Have done their refresher course within the stipulated time recently, especially with those who had their CAF license A before the introduction of the new CAF convention. Now, applicant and selection process. An applicant must send a completed application form attached passport course. Me person who course classes, you know. Now it me who the number a bit me ako. Because other than that's a class near one class. Say be a license A class near there. Then they shouldn't be more than 20.
But who is pegging it at 20? Maybe I believe strongly that 20 per class. It can be 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, but 20 per each class. But why you consider better how to disqualify will be from
wire lines
from wire lines be already qualified. What the criteria not to say you might have practiced in the last 2 years prior to the date of the course.
Okay.
So I only 2 years now we are oil license being only 2 years now we are. So he's qualified to come and apply. What I say?
Oh, but say you could school of all right, but you me apply school be unya.
When you different schools, when you advance permanent prempe, and then you Santamania do mine.
Okay.
What I say? And then you Laboni, any St. Augustine's.
Okay.
Where a referees course class, course class, no, or pegging at 20. Oh, I believe so. My sister, your mama sister no contra one class.
Okay.
Then 2020.
My difficulty in understanding is ebia wo mo feel say and say man yet say bia this time ya be maybe coaches be say 100. Wo me nyina apply.
They should apply.
No me nyina pass.
Yes.
Clubs do say no be coaching.
It is not about the clubs. It's about your competence. About club be foul.
Within a year na produce license A coaches be 100.
What PMO go backlog for close to 16 years.
Yes, exactly.
Now no pipe ya tum.
No Jema.
Now you be pipe no zone ba. Who be magina no.
Coach Francis Ocha also free on Kwaso Bakra.
Oba me antenenka. Me so me chana pa. Oba me antenenka. O me antenenka. Enti kwaku as many as have qualified to go in and apply for the license A no. All of them should apply. Okay. Yenya license A, 1,000 coaches for Ghana Hanuma. Then come and apply. Pay your performance and pay your experience. And the say Umpo, so coaches now, one license A near 20 year. Near 18 Premier League clubs are 20 year now. Where now you see and second location. Aha, one they call around the side, we're free. Adriana, no, you free Adriana, no call Bechem, no free Bechem, no call Olympics. What I say, but moment also, your competence and other things in the back qualified to come and coach a team like us. Your competence will now take you to Kotoko. Your competence. It is not about having the certificate A per se. What you do with the certificate on the field, is what is going to happen.
I think that we should get clarity because you see, hello, Kwaku, the way back, the coaches goes in batches, so same as the license courses, as many as registered. But this one is a new CAF coaching convention.
Which says what?
That's what you have to get. That was your clarity from the technical
director. Then let's call whoever. Let's call whoever. But my point is, it is gratifying to note. Say, your beer license, no.
Yeah.
What I say, your beer, whatever criteria that it comes with, still your beer license, no. It means I'm not going to say, your kwanya. Yes, when you first apply. What I say, it will be first apply.
Okay.
And as many as can apply should apply. That is my point.
Okay. Mohana Professor Mentahu Dahwana Mama Meneno Akasa. Na ya
and
your coach is not happy. Me who's more beside a lot of.
Oh yeah.
One client.
Don't not complaining to me personally. Say and you fine. Say why your license be na because baby na Premier League coach you baby na Premier League young ones yeah in Boma de ono oniska kra me ko bobusia na ko bi
na wo says
me se me ko bobusia me nka se me obi o me se oniska kra me ko bobusia amala ko
na so be na obenya wo eno so
in Boma a brilliant coach am penasem
ono nko pe besia nko e
madam na na unu ye wasem say me say me ko pebe sia mana kwa elu so wasem me see when this kakra me pebe sia mana
no only say
he is one of the brilliant coaches me Paul Masem Okruma pa in terms of analysis of a match yes me penasem pa analyzing match ma wa who say yes
but me da Masa Banks morning senior morning.
Good morning, Koku.
Bibi Abokori.
Oh, nyameno.
It's the good news now. They have two forms this year. CAF license A coaching course Abba back in Ghana for young coaches. Mamin Tio just initially now for Yemra GOC. Ne hassle.
Oh, I think it's it's very good news. The FA president himself, Krano, or admit to say one of the problems say Ghana football we coaching. You almost be a more cry licenses be a person more a movie it mean no even with B no cry no you could see say more opportunity on Bayade.
Yeah.
So I check. I think the last time we taken to the but I say ni CAF amasa akwenyano say coach say wo hano so no ombetimi ama munim dia kosoro no monya license A ni bi na fi more opportunity because when the club license in the buy no unkra A untimi coach untimi head coach for a premier side nti eno so bebo pa ama omo a ombenya that opportunity no omo so etimi abo mo ze eno nti coaches Johnson Smith mewa so obi into to be your head coach so omunyina akwanya ho say nei omu bitimi akoye sa license no na fe ye ho se bibia timi akoye nti I think say ka fa ya de ye mo efe ni so amani abaso say omo pushi amai no so no are available. There are a lot of coaches me feel say omu hia no to say na senior sabreka Mboma no na de enyo no kwa ebinum ho bebre a omu they need that opportunity you aba I'm say we there akwanya na abayi you omu make sure so they will take advantage of it na fi omu nso nim dia on pese e call football mu and afi omunya akwanya coach high profile clubs mutumi enya sa akwanya I think say e bebo ma so
and also just a minute or two na fi
I think it's a good thing and I don't think there's nothing wrong with say when you're competent people. When I'm 10,000 and 10 million, any problem here. It's whoever be or qualify be also between the line CCB. I think it's good. Other for that, it has nothing to do with say unique clubs. Because let's say 18 Premier League clubs in Tidipa 1,100 and 200. I don't think coaches are limited to the Premier League clubs in Kwa. I also don't think that Ghanaian coaches are limited to Ghanaian clubs in Kwa. Because as I say. Your coaches now minim so omu ni gidi so performance na enyo we don't see them say omu jiaho kaka omu person coach foreign clubs. We have Akosiapio or the Sudanese national team, your Huma Sekwedo and you call the South African team, but
your Okulu so Togo
your Okulu yeah nti ese your coaches no so omu djuma na omu yero fie no etimi attract abonte so for na bonte so for perform. They shouldn't. Anybody them do many say coaches courses now. I think football no matter your license A and license 1 and the pro license. If a Division 1 or Division 2 team can afford you and pay you, I think the coaches are willing to do. It's a good step, but the last time I checked, in terms of coaching courses, never so far.
Set up those in case of fees no
because previously before this license now I think I've done a research about it some time ago about 1 year ago now the percentage rise from the previous and I had a discussion with some coaches here now more special concerns the way under this administration to in terms of percentage was near say you perceive because FFP the Nigeria to say officiating coaching is our biggest problem in our football. Which referee, which coaches but other for that, the FA also should also a born night when you between the apply and so that Enko say nipa no potential no assets can borrow soon so and I read an article about Germany quite fast so it may overcome trophies nearly. Germany in the top leagues and the top countries especially in Europe, coaching courses are never. When they were having 1,000, no more 1,000 coaches, maybe 1,000. The English were having hundreds. The more I develop a lot of coaches, then we get competent coaches, and we get good coaches. It is good. It's like players, Papa Beba. A bonus, so kakra na omo betimi no omo man nye kama nya say e bobo obi a na twetwe exams bia.
Okay. Good morning, my show. Respectfully, doctors, lawyers, engineers, nurses, etc. are being trained every day, even though there are a lot of themselves already in the system. Having the qualification can also offer opportunities elsewhere for the coaches, even if the opportunities are limited here in Ghana. Uncle Mike Bonsudia. Or no, no. And this one says offer one to drag coach in Mboma to his mother club, Accra House of Folk. That is why he wants to borrow and send him to go for the cause. And
Ghana for pa, but where why?
Papa, Koso never.
Why Dubai? Just a media make be a House of Folk continue make.
Basenko Bahas and Kenya bad.
And Kenya bad anyway.
No, you're a young coach.
But that is not the motive. Me or intelligent. You tell me me penasem. Kwagu
over
Adeba concern say we just a minute. Young former players are on my board to the highest level. I believe say the Europe for no I believe say and say mom started.
Oh, but I said I don't know.
Almost started from last year.
Ghana had them there. I bet the Pilimina Ubia who was as a more jam or more high profile legends. Ubian walk CBD there almost starting in April.
I started the bay.
Oh, say me sure say we in the first batch. But that system no honor that.
John Pencil. John Pencil no yeah.
I'm sure about it.
Na John Pencil no yeah. Tamana no because you be. John Pencil no yeah no.
I say John Pencil. The category. I
say John Pencil okra.
On Europe no. They confer on you before you proceed to do other courses.
Yeah.
They now person you coaching. They confer the coaching on you.
Yeah.
Without even attending to a course.
That's a crown.
What I say?
Yes, establishment.
But I know say there's something like that.
I'm confer on you from when? From BOC or when?
We have to check, but I think there's something like that.
I interview will show you some can the same thing. As a players be or my bobo be that here.
Young checking young now where say over ball drew at the highest level. Can highest level it is what?
And then
because highest level and then because if league highest level and what league down now come last down I say what will Europe and they confer on you and I say highest level no must be explained
because if as a
me confirming but that one for sure I know. Some of the players in crowd go through magic clarity. Okay, bro, over. Now me shall say what GOC.
Yeah, GOC. GOC no. Well, so far, nipa mienu Mike Agri any me nipa Richard. Ena this is only you to say on the contest. Yeah. I think sir, if my memory serves me right, this is about one of the elections acrimony in Shedenim Papa. So my team Akao says Bia and Shedenim, and it is because the incumbent decided say uncontested him. Always be an question incumbent in this start here a contest here and they are preparing no eba. In the wisdom of Ben Nunu Mensa, some advice. You move the man or no. He has decided to say uncontested, and it is good for GOC. Actually, say he's not the epitome of knowledge and wisdom. I don't come between a contest on end. And he is giving way. Moreover, once and I say you're seeing it.
Yeah.
Now, he so there, and just say Oma Kwame can send be as a shadow safa. ABI through the elections, no be become once in beer and yet a yatro. Next when you can agree with you. Some of us put in an advice to say it is better for him to drop and let others also come in. Now, and he will take his decision. Never in energy. Say, are you bold enough to take that decision to drop? Richard has been in the system for quite a long time, having been the Secretary General for so long a time.
Yeah.
Only Ben Crabbe contested in the last 4 years. I think so. Contested. He is an old fool in the system. Mike is also golf, eh?
Yeah.
Agree. Or he, but he comes along with a very pleasant, personality.
Yeah.
And in matters of this nature, I think that there is a need to go into the integrity of the candidates. The integrity of the candidates come high. Okay. What you say, and then how credible they are. What you say, credibility is also and then whether the person is an achiever.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
You come along with what you have achieved and what you intend to translate your achievement into the success of GGOC. And and you say, either say, oh, me dada, a dream so, inti chinchina muntu mami, and I say, ba me be, me so no, me so me work credentials be a bro be so, inti mo so muntu mami, what I say, inti mas delegates say they should look into the credibility of these two great gentlemen.
Okay.
Now, where they think they can put their votes to no, Omofa and Koho.
Okay.
Now, Jews for once, preach unity.
Yeah.
It means the acrimony is still there. They preaching unity because so bibini wa common preaching unity. It just tawa. Now who is the best person fit to bring all of them together in terms of unity? And you see idea is almost na yenya a very serene leadership. And tawa ni ading na apria my advice to both of them is say there is always a winner and a loser in such contests. Whoever loses should accept it graciously. No congratulating a colleague ni say una yajatum so be ye. And my advice to them also ni say mo kika insembia. I think say Richard Miten Kano Richard a nice gentleman or on car so far maintain say waka Mike who Asempa biara and now Mike is also come along so Richard is my brother me for a long time also on can be bia a year advice bianfa Richard ho and I see these two gentlemen come out with finesse enti enkoso sa na omu achitadi for no so enhwe two gentlemen yi omu conduct no omu so conduct omu ho as such na ninya one of the cleanest well acceptable GOC elections. Very well. Answer BT Baba de no ekoye no ahomache no. Na adu ahomache na. Eno ofa nsamba yi. Ena Ben so urban. On so ekofa nsamba yi. Even cry one ni secretary general cry contest no. And so yes, ekofa nsamba yi. But this time I think say also ko pick a form. On hwe no on tees no on cross tees no very well. Okay. Na dots no so on ye disqualification disqualification be asem on fill form ye near the be any ho omon fill form ye omon conduct omon ye omon campaign very omon campaign ye na chita for no so to abani ye ni nya a united GOC and any president as Martin Mamena say could be glad him so a member of the GOC or position or order and where there was so much interest in this particular election Fami Kum Kakrai
Maestro, interestingly, but inform you need a minimum power. I've worked closely with Ura Pokavi, Brana Ben, a first president, you know. And I also work closely with Mr. Agri. He was one chef de mission. And
Tokyo 2020.
Yes, and that committee. I was part of the media committee, so we were working closely in terms of sponsorship. So I know what he can bring on board. But I'm also happy, say, Benunu Mensa, former boss, say, Uncle Bim. Because I think, say, he made it clear to some of us, say, or Pesoko 2 terms pay. So for me, I would have been surprised, Uncle Bim or Uncle Bim. Because I'm if he say, when they do baby, then you leave when the applause are high. So I commend him, say, we take it that bold step, say, Uncle Bim. And I think, say, yeah, because at the end of the day, certain stage, you know, somebody has to take over. The last election, it was Mr. Nunu Mensah and Ura Richard Akpokwavi lawyer.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of campaign for Nunu Mensah, we did a lot of work for Nunu Mensah, and I was part of the team and everything. And you know he won, but there is one person I always say me who say on sada me who nipa or bitterness onimu Akpokavi ohumia kwanya ofase ni me din komo any say no ni me eye no and or a very free person. To be honest with you, I know the two, but if you ask me in this contest ogas the main support to am support no. Yes, yes. In this contest, because I've known him. Yes, be a why Jumani be why Secretary General.
Mama, clarity, Mama. Francis Otia Kenten, former technical director of the FE. Nyameba, good morning.
Hey, Bazu.
Father, na bibia bokori.
Nyameba ma kakaka.
Nyere nyamia, so dia no pay ya how kakra.
No mama seja. Okay, idea say
and a payer Yansa account this report from the FA say CAF approving or say the Ghana Football Association is happy to announce that its application for license A coaching course to be held in Ghana under the new CAF convention has been approved by the Confederation of African Football. And only the good news are near Bowamani and near Bisha said former players no our ball game no Black Stars to the highest level no. At what point in a omo ebem yetimi mom license A nisa and I say no at the same because me kai pass no the kind of bosso acheme and I say Ghana 4 pen. Say the city.
A good news. The convention, you know, Shasia, if you so, sir, maybe I'm a member of a CAF technical committee, and a starting process. But to get back to your question, national team. To say member say Black Stars. And this member association, you know, it is a Ghana Football Association. Ma approve as as a moja or Boma Ghana. So Boma Ghana dia. And you be put in an application. It did not edema or more than a year CCCA. You put in the application, you know, let's a car for plus or my na ya yibi ama womo na womo de womo timi etwam A and B C and B no womo timi aye A no so okay isa as a hayatu or Siata Egypt okay on the what you can you nya na or be a license and he organize B. Fortunately, no, my Mr. Benkofi Gwane Koheo, and only about 2 weeks be Mawomo. Now, instead of going through with the normal classroom setup, say, Omo Yashisha timetable, Mawomo, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, we see for the whole 1 month no 1 week in or more now more some sort of questions indeed and no one baby class in him now or dealing with this the topic and na my almost echo to that almost between me I also cry and yes if you would take a technical director, or no, be certified at an amount. So, to me, come on, calf of Bema will be if we are man on it as a the calf in Satano. I see a man on it, natural about Abeshe. I don't know to say I decided the conduct of examination. Yeah, na yema CBA 40 normally. Hadi so share me kafu kwa ni me kasai ema me bia be di say ibitime nya be di pele no kwasi usunum toni ebo anom osekufo mu uzo mu gina ya organize omo ibi ema omo Ghana kwa de bi tiri ya nam sana be part of the unity no itimi ye manipa on 2-3 occasions. It's a different course a year. The member association of Burma, I say yes. We Obama Ghana Football Association, Obama Ghana, we Obama Tunisia, we Obama Hawaii. It me categorize Omo. Nafi ye run this course no. Because Omo ye we in our abruchi yes I am.
Oh, okay. But I haven't be bitchy adwene kakra. Coaches do not send a bit me apply because ye be at your Ghana and you ever say your coaches be a B for no be a 200 or mean a bit me apply. Ama umotimi a course no.
Until I the convention abano. We are sure that the convention will state the number of a year on which we are. Caneno na say you won't suck as it ya. You to me aye in series. But to me, for classroom kasa teacher wa maso de wa uni say a number per teacher.
Yeah, per
class.
Yeah.
It for go sa na fi o ye adana na kwa pasa. And also a part of the structure. And some make sure so we need the on the council. And you say now convention in Abano. Segana Yama Apresua, any other than Yamiasi in the sense to say, they say, why would me your content? It be a licensee. Why you say, may say, a principles of the game, or may say a constitution leading to so and so. All my topics, you know. Now I want to be actually I edema ama omo say ampa wa obitimi wo instructors for so and so this are just all the cafe in and no na make us say sha here me na me ne kana me Professor Minta me course director this did the money woman no more ye calf and factors no omo yinya omo I say no Dora Zuta no Lydia na referee lady referee yeah or no referee for say obey
Teguana
Tegu Messi Tegu Omono Sayam, no more by actually, but not Dora Zuta Kayo. Handy almost so such as a Nakaf Emma approve as almost such as no. Can I come to my licensee? Because they mean quiet because me no count and meet me a force yama a licensee or Chileno. Omo be free a man on it and about the conduct of examination. I need to be but if it be alcohol, it will be flammable on it. No, a very Sata come on.
Very well.
Yeah, yes, Sata be
very well.
Handy, yeah, it may shall see as I make on number say, ye cook Masinaki Akotanasi because already near airlines in Sino. So near intermediate, you know. Also, can near for intermediate.
Yeah.
Hana, yeah, is it the CAF D license?
Yeah.
It's only a federation license. And this we are license now. Now, a Mawakonia about me C license.
Very well.
But
very well.
I make a dedicated to have been from C license. No, it me a force to say, yeah, or secondary school. University. Next, university, no, we are physical education. Yeah, them too from doing the first D license, no.
Yeah.
And do what I see straight. So what I say?
My
it be fortunately, any kind of convention now, Modiabano. It might be part of it. Brother said,
okay.
It is a no more. They just a Siliano. One my D near you know. One more D line.
Okay.
Straightforward. No, between me.
Yeah, you ever heard the new convention or said the
okay. Between I because many Gambia for a Casana and more they were even. Thinking Mr. Meeting about share won't be I am wow.
Coach Yansaka Bema Swati. Yaman can't part of pay that's an inch, Maria.
That's all right.
Okay, Yameba Chakan, former technical director of the football. I know the clarity.
I'm already watching the movie in Tia. Let's go and Americano. GOC election, no. Media Ubisamia, Mr. Richard, Akmokavi a better place this time because of experience at Wenya and Juma Waye. The last election, I didn't support him, but this election, I think, he's the right person for me.
In the line,
not in the line. In the Juma Waye, was a Olympic movement and a Olympic Jumano. Yes, say so. One said I need that your friends experience in woman and when you manage in kakra. So Uncle Ben so many experience in dealing with that. And I think say before Apokavi Efriho, that has been General Secretary as a Secretary General twice for 8 years. It's a by Olympic movement and they are the top to down. So you need such a person at this stage. And for me, and yes, if you are anything disrespect to Mr. McAgry, but I think that this time round he's better placed to be the next GOC president, and he will be a better president for me. For me there, Ubisa Sana Meka.
Matemida Masabansin Brana a MasterCard and a day UEFA football no and so about say don't just watch, feel every moment of the passion like a true football fan. Now the Okanyina say ye games na ebe koso ya Champions League no what the answer MasterCard no both at the Accra Mall the Calon store hall between the alcohol started the 28th of March maybe the 30th of April for a chance to win a branded MasterCard memorables na bibia so entimi enkoye and from engage with your favorite stars na promises say wo ho nyina no ade a enam say kuta o MasterCard nti onsa ebetimi aka MasterCard proud supporter of non-stop fans and also ade a kind ho Masabanse also ebrem kakra bi wo GOC na
honestly me I don't know much about them.
Okay,
but if I'm voting for somebody who is competent. I'm voting for somebody or ready say obey normal you the GOC my issues be and say be so I'm voting for somebody or somebody who believe in morals, integrity, doing the right thing at any time, and somebody who to speak truth to say power. So I be say it is for the benefit of the association and I'm voting for somebody who between I'm Ghana Olympics that's all. But honestly, I don't know much about them.
Okay.
If I may choose you be I'm saying out of but I think I think they are competent people. I think they are conform between Peja Ghana in terms of say athletics, Olympic so among got to Abama Dubetia boy, Dubetia athletics at me according dear or did he say yes, only the DNM now on one from Fasolina, but the association of fight moment. The Obama pay at me age. And I think if you have a leader like that, I think you're on a good path.
Okay. Has in common when we have a year kakaka over then you're not
time.
As in somebody who can carry you.
And now, what can I see? So, now, and when we are
now, has dinner, you know.
That's how has any problem. Yeah, I see a problem. They say.
The problem is saying
that's not one can mean who a problem.
Tell me the
problem.
David.
Oh, sir.
Your problem is saying.
How's any problem?
The problem is any league.
That's a good football league.
Na league you beje.
That is
6 points.
I don't say to me. 6 points. 6 points in the crowd. Yes, answer 3 points. We share that. They can say much near me. Now
a home game against Kotoko.
I don't need to be. Not the
Saturday omni vision and near my was a game.
So your friend say Tamanita. Oh, now say or second
the same last week now the same House of Folk now the same as Antonio Kotoko and also but because we House of Folk on the last 5 games we winning back about Drobacco. That is when you have 4 points out of possible 15 points. And still Otrele by just 6 points per
the question is it is not about this year's league.
No, but you can't relate to this year.
Previously,
the last 5 years.
Not the last 5 years, when this leadership took over.
Oh,
but a lot of things have changed in the House of Folk. I have said it, sir. If care is not taken, you continue say in the next 5-10 years, youngsters na ebano.
For support, there's no way I drink. But almost all the clubs. But I know has in Kwam.
Almost all the clubs.
Has in Kwam.
My point in this, Hearts can win their hearts if they do their things very well. Ojas Hearts can win the hearts of their youngsters if they do their things well. I don't care if Kotoko don't do their things well. I don't care if all the other teams don't do their things well. To lose the mass of their support. The fact that it cuts across doesn't mean that we should fold our arms and understand society.
Which I agree with you.
My point is that there are several things that we can do to change the course of Asufuk. Things are not going on well for
NTK has some to be able to achieve that in terms of Nkola Omasichi almost supported us. How the fuck is playing a league? Yeah, the league is how the fuck is playing a league? Of game, they be walk on match. It was Ember TV. You know, sometimes they fix us and Kotoko match on the same day, same time. No meeting now, and Nipana Ebedi has a Chinkola no video machine. Omo abontin amuso omo exposed to no be brea e chi omo free house folk ni kotoko hu ni ade so a house for said but omo kwant me
but what the point me say the last 5 years house of folk in Africa
yes Asempa na aka no last 5 years in Africa say Africa twice yes
or the Africa
league last 3 years league
2021
let's say league
no the Africa Cup so come back
the Africa Cup to Africa
and I say
it's not correct.
So the last 5 years, 2021,
you call Africa twice. Maybe I can say Anyadi fine. You call Anyadi, but you call Africa twice.
They are calling them to
so what I say. You can.
Point in this.
They lost
point really
work. Yeah. And the first one.
On work na koje. The other one I think omo free with Algerian team and as Guinea team.
No, that fine saying. Maliana. Study Malian okay. That was the we say FA Cup. No.
Every individual club will be existed for their own vision. What I say, my culture will say, like Ankara Toa said, Has would have to win the African Cup again, and in order to win the African Cup again, we must win the league trophy as many times as ever. What I say, if we position ourselves such situation that they are, and every other thing that is not allowing us to win the league continuously must be tackled.
Of course, which I agree with you.
Measures being NSSS and Sunday to me, I will need league. One of them is since the situation I want to see and I was see. The board chairman is the executive board chairman. And or the line SEO as
SMB, yeah.
Now this system is not working because the line in Lancaster, the vision of the board, I don't think so with him.
But you see,
and a board no fashion my MU will say this is where we are going. Gemini, this is where we are going. It is as if your season.
The general manager.
MD no. It's as if has your body and your relegation. Not free. All of a sudden, near about recruitment. One echo, and a players, and a performing players, and a league started. League started. Now out of Lions are saying, numbers are saying, no, not the following year.
But if I can say, board no any direction, I will be very surprised. Because how can the board will be there and they don't have direction?
What have they said to you?
No, it's not about what they will say to us. They will say to us, it's about the Omoyama club na kodi because me is about committee and also make us support the committee say this. No,
na I lot bet and so okay na I lot bet say or ma betting experience no accord the next level I lot bet na obe win bigger and faster withdrawals na omude air mount and to change they say nkoma air then say obetime win a brand new iPhone 16 and also bet deposit 10 Ghana cedis and there are two more to say I lost bet account no no stand a chance to win that grand draw na bibia so etimi akoye and as a 5% bonus on your first deposit up to 200 Ghana cedis no we need 1,000 with free predictions and so and also daily withdrawals so there onsa ebetimi aka enti we dey abaye dey amayepa I lot bet I don't pay almost a can home. I know moreeboy MID and common in ano. But usi at now see neanum Vena water. No na yebu boy ya kasa enti we the say also benomo Vena water program bia we bia Vena water manimra se then munyam kese pa emra jumedi no. I say okay, buddy, why you doing there? Obi first cano. Wa first cano. Wa first cano, but on fire. Okay, ati. Young friends, yana say. On behalf of our production team, no yade ebesi ani yade wase utime ekan home yeso menen so a nyame kan opa prophet nana ya osafo ni team no so aye krado ochina adomdum ye na Kristo amba ye besan ehia masin konya na yade yen Wednesday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Show no eri show me di maestro good morning yakra obia